Back to your Dubuque Fighting Saints on Eagle 102.3, driven by Finn and Ford and Kia.
We are back on the Fighting Saints pregame show ahead of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Youngstown Phantoms, joined by head coach Kirk McDonald. Kirk, last night, unable to get anything by right on the other side there. What was kind of the struggle there offensively?
Obviously he played well. We missed a couple arguably open nets, whether we just missed the net or just rolled off our stick or we didn't see the play. We played well, hit a post. Like, I think, you're going to limit a team to 2 goals or less. Like, you like your chances. Hockey's a funny game. I think we were probably a little wound tight. We've been sitting here, not just the bye week, but thinking about this for a long, long time, and then it gets here, and it was a little bit. I think we tried too hard. We worked too hard and tried to do a little too much. Where just sometimes you got to let the game happen and play a little. Got to play a little looser and have a little bit more fun. I think we were just wrapped up a little bit in it, and hopefully we got that out of the system, and we'll be back buzzing tonight.
Power play 0 for 5 last night. What can it do to improve tonight?
Yeah, just settle down. We had the looks, and again, I think we were just a little jittery. We're airmail on sauce passes 2 feet in the air, or the puck passes. We're just, we didn't see the reads that we've been seeing. We broke down their kill, I thought, really well. And then our kill is all predicated on making the next read and creating 2-on-1s. And then we got to make that read on who's open and who's available. And we kind of just, again, it wasn't for lack of effort. The guys worked super hard. I think they overdid it a little bit in a sense. Like, we were just gripping it tight. And again, we've been thinking about this for a long time, not just since, we clinched the division a couple weeks ago. So I think, you get all worked up thinking about everything, and then all of a sudden it's here. And, like I said, I think we calm down. I think the energy from the guys is outstanding, but power play, again, we did everything but make that last read, make that last decision where we need to execute. So we'll take a look at some video, and I'm sure I know we'll be ready to go. It's at 5:00.
What is the way to try and kind of limit some of those nerves and not grip the stick as tight?
Yeah, this is, like we talked about it. We've been here since September 1 as a group, and they've put so much work in, and it's a credit to how hard the group has worked and what they've done and their commitment to being great. They should go have fun. To me, you grind through December, January, February, March, the dog days where it feels like it's Groundhog Day, every day. And to get here, I think we need to really go out and enjoy it, have fun, play loose. When we're going, we're a team that's just making plays and moving our feet and honestly having fun. We know the game plan. We've done the video. They're ready from an execution standpoint. Just we got to go play, enjoy the game.
All right, Saints, looking to have some fun tonight. We'll be right back on the pregame show.
Since Yamaha introduced their first golf car in 1979, Harris Golf Cars has offered friendly sales and service at their family-owned and operated locations in Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Nebraska. Come see the wide selection of gas and electric golf cars, as well as Yamaha's complete line of products available for your golf, campground, lake home, neighborhood, and farm needs. Harris takes trade-ins of all brands, and their expert technicians are here to repair and maintain your golf cars. Harris Golf Cars, your destination for all golf car needs. In Dubuque by Hobby Lobby or online.
Are you looking for a family-friendly, flexible employer with career advancement potential? Well, look no further. Due to increased business demands, Right Height in Dubuque is now interviewing for first and second shift manufacturing associates to do assembly and industrial sewing in our doors division. Qualified candidates will possess a high school diploma or GED. Experience using handheld power tools is highly desired. There is a full extensive training program provided. For more details, apply online at rightheight.com. That's RITHITE.com. Right Height is an equal opportunity employer and drug-free workplace.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
The Saints are back, driven by Finn & Ford and Kia.
The Fighting Saints and Progressive Processing are proud to bring you the Hormel Completes Complete Game Challenge. During the regular season, when your Fighting Saints won the game, outshot their opponent, and won the special teams battle to complete the challenge, Progressive Processing and Hormel made donations to local food pantries throughout Dubuque. 22 complete games in the regular season for the Fighting Saints. Find your perfect job today by visiting ProgressiveProcessingJobs.com. Dubuque Screw Products is the proud founding partner of the One Goal Mission. One Goal's mission is to provide fun, affordable training and equipment to youth hockey players and continue the growth of hockey in Dubuque. For each goal scored by the Fighting Saints in the regular season, Dubuque Screw Products made a donation to the Dubuque Youth Hockey Association with a goal of growing the sport of hockey in Dubuque. The Saints, with 271 in the regular season, last night, for just the third time all season, the Saints shut out here against Youngstown. Dubuque Screw Products, world-class precision machining. Here are the lineups for Game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series. For Youngstown, starting at center, Sam Rinaldo with Daniel Yenchko on the left, Mikey Burchill on the right. The top line is Charlie Serrata, who scored the second goal last night for Youngstown, the Penn State commit. He has Ryan Botterill on the left and Nathan Lewis on the right. Grant Young will center Kuzma Veronin and Adam Patilla. Then it's Brecken Smith with Zach Morin and Ryan Rusinski on his wings. Evan Jardine is the extra forward. On the back end, the captain, Andrew Strathman, he scored the game winner last night on a breakaway just out of the penalty box. He'll start on the left side, Torrey Pittner on his right. He will switch off with Luke Osborne and Jack Wilson on those top two pairs. And then Connor DeHaro and Tomesh Machu as the third pair. Colson Hanrahan is the extra defenseman. Aiden Wright, who made 28 saves last night. He had one shutout in 22 regular season games, and he has another one after struggling a bit in the first round against Madison. He has Colin Wynn as his backup tonight from the head coach, Ryan Ward. For the Dubuque Fighting Saints in Game 2, Teddy Merrill and the fourth line. They were awesome last night. Generated some chances, had some energy going for the Saints. They get the start tonight. Merrill with Nick Romeo on the left and Josh Giuliani on the right. Eric Paulson centers Uri Pekarchik and Beckett Hendrickson, a line that was so productive through 11 games in the regular season together, 49 total points. Jake Sondriel as the center with Jay Reeder on his left and Noah Powell on his right. Kurt McDonald really happy with the way all the forwards played last night for the Saints. They generated some. They have to find a way to make it a little bit harder on Aiden Wright tonight. Michael Barron will center Gavin Cornforth and Colin Frank with Andrew King as the extra forward. Fisher Scott and Yona Vizenen start for the Saints. Lucas St. Louis and Caleb Dick. Seamus Powell with Jaden Jubinville. Luke Malbuff, the extra defenseman. The defense pairs the exact same as last night. Andrew King in for Charlie Aaron up front. Kevin Radler is the starting goaltender tonight. In the regular season, 39 games played, 27 wins, and 902 save percentage. Last night, 22 of 24 in his first playoff game here for the Saints. Dylan Johnson is the backup from the head coach, Kirk McDonald. Tonight's Wellness Report is brought to you by River Bluff CBD, the premier name in CBD products in Illinois. Out of the lineup tonight for the Fighting Saints, Matthew Desiderio and Charlie Aaron. River Bluff CBD aims to provide you with the best quality CBD product on either side of the Mississippi River. Help reduce the stigma in our community. The Fighting Saints down 1-0 on home ice in the Eastern Conference semifinals. A huge one tonight at home. It's Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, and it's next.
Are you ready to elevate your brand to legendary status? Then listen up, because the Dubuque Fighting Saints have an offer you can't afford to miss. Joining forces with the Saints means more than just getting your logo on the ice. It means becoming part of a rich history of community involvement, passionate fans, and championship glory. For years, the Dubuque Fighting Saints have been a cornerstone of this community, rallying fans young and old around the thrill of the game. And let's talk championships. With multiple Clark Cup and Tobacco Cowbell Cup titles under their belt, the Saints aren't just contenders, they're proven winners, delivering heart-stopping moments on the ice year after year. When you partner with the Dubuque Fighting Saints, you're not just gaining brand visibility, you're joining a hockey family like no other. So whether you're a seasoned sponsor or a rookie looking to make your mark, now's the time to jump on board with the Dubuque Fighting Saints and become a sponsor. Call the Saints office or visit them online at DubuqueFightingSaints.com to learn more.
Hey there, job seekers. Are you ready to break away from the competition and join a team that wants you to reach your goals and drive your career forward? Michelin in Piasta is recruiting top talent to join their roster, and they want you to apply. Whether you're new to the job market or a seasoned pro, Michelin offers a winning playbook with various positions starting over $20 per hour and benefits on day one. Don't sit in the penalty box of missed opportunities. Score big with Michelin in Piasta. Visit jobs.michelinman.com.
Finnin'. You're winning with Finnin'. When you drive away in a Finnin' car, you're winning with Finnin'. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finnin'. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finnin'. You're winning with Finnin'. Finnin'. You're winning with Finnin'. When you drive away in a Finnin' car, you're winning with Finnin'. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finnin'. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finnin'. You're winning with Finnin'.
Beaming from the BK Diesel Eagles Nest from KXGE Dubuque. This is the Tri-State's classic rock station and home to your Dubuque Fighting Saints. Eagle 102.3, a Town Square media station.
Within 15 seconds of logging onto social media, the algorithm has your daughter in its crosshairs. Congress knows, but it refuses to act. Use your voice. Demand a plan. Join us at the Center for Countering Digital Hate, protectingkidsonline.org.
From I'm On Arena in Dubuque, Iowa. Tonight, it's Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Fighting Saints and the Phantoms. Dubuque losing Game 1 at home a night ago, and they are back to try and even the series before it shifts to Youngstown. Josh Starr with you. We have Jim Leitner in the booth as well. Jim, last night, the power play, 0 for 5. The offense generated a little bit, not a ton, but they had some chances. They just couldn't convert. What do they need to do differently tonight?
Well, they need to move the puck a little bit more quickly and find some open seams so they get some good shots off. They had some good looks, but they didn't bury as well as they were liked. And to add insult to injury, the game-winning goal came after a power play. Phantoms cleared it, breakaway goal right out of the penalty box by Strathman, and they have to be a little bit more efficient on the power play, a little bit more sense of urgency, and I think they'll be fine.
The Fighting Saints 0 for 5 on the power play last night. In the regular season, the best power play in the USHL. Only twice all season were the Saints shut out in a game. They got shut out on 28 shots last night by Aiden Wright, who's back in tonight for Youngstown. A ton of things last night that you didn't normally see in the regular season with the Dubuque Fighting Saints, but they did enough defensively to win the game, and that's exactly what Kirk McDonald said to us before the game. When you only give up 2, you like your chances. The Saints will look to replicate that performance tonight and add some more goals as we send it down for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the buzz bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tonight's broadcast is driven by Finnan Ford and Kia, the official vehicles of your Fighting Saints. Stop by their locations off Highway 20 as Finnan Ford and Kia aim to change the perception of car buying. Quick, comfy, and fun. Finnan Ford and Kia, you're winning with Finnan. We are set for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Saints looking to bounce back and even the series at 1. Tonight's officials, the referees, Daniel Fagan and Chaz Kanucky. The linesmen, Craig Ford and Aaron McCrary. The Youngstown Phantoms in front of Aiden Wright, who made 28 saves last night, had right to left in black sweaters in the opening frame. The Saints in front of Kevin Radler, left to right in their white sweaters. And the Saints with the fourth line out to start this one, looking for some energy. This line was great in Game 1. Teddy Merrill and Sam Rinaldo are ready to go as we are set for Game 2. The puck is down. We're underway in Game 2. The Saints win the draw and control in their own end to the left. Joona Väisänen looks forward left to right. It's Fisher Scott ahead on the left wing. Has Romeo. It's dumped in by the Saints. They'll try to go to work on the forecheck quickly. Strathman up the wall, takes a hit from Merrill, and the Saints work free to the circle. Giuliani, quick shot, and he didn't get all of it. Pittner blocked it, and Youngstown will take to center. 30 seconds in. Saints pick back up in the neutral zone and will start forward. No score early on as the Saints dump in and will start their first line change of the night. Strathman right to left to center for Pittner on the far wing across the Saints line all alone. He'll drop back at the point for Yenchko. It's picked off by Paulson. He bobbles in center and then swats it in deep. Machu back for it, swings up the wall. Saints pick it off. Paulson dumped. He doesn't get the call. He was looking for it, and it's pumped out to center ice. Jubinville back for it. A minute in. No score. Saints right back forward. Pekarchik, right circle. Out in front. Back door. The shot. They score! It's Pekarchik. Uri to Paulson right back. And Pekarchik with a wide open net. 105 into the first. And the Saints strike right away.
Exactly the start the Fighting Saints needed. They came out, they seemed like they have a greater sense of energy right off the bat. And I don't know if last night it was a little bit of the nerves or the fact in the first period they just they had a couple chances they didn't bury, and then they started gripping the sticks a little bit too tight or what the deal was. But boy, you get a goal on your second shot of the game. That gives you all the momentum you need, and now it's a matter of a couple good shifts here to keep them off the board.
Youngstown right back in the Saints' end. Far side, the shot blocked by Sandra. Reeder will pick up a line that was so good in the last handful of games for the Saints, and they strike first. Noah Powell into the zone. Quick snap, miss wide of the net. Reeder swats it back across left wing. 90 seconds in, the Saints up 1-0. Left side, St. Louis cuts down low, then turns back up top. Reeder fell in front. He's back up at the point. It's Caleb Dick to the right wing. Sandra leaves for Reeder. He'll wrap it toward the front. Machu blocked it with his skate, then shoveled up the wall, and Dick kept it in. Pumps it back down the right side. Reeder across ice, high slot. Sandra on the snap. It's punched away by Wright. Saints regather in the corner, and the Saints are flying to start this one. Noah Powell lays a hit and then couldn't hold on to the puck. Botterill up the wing for Lewis, and he rumbles ahead to center. Saints pick it back off at center and move into the offensive zone. It's picked up on the neutral zone by Reeder, and outlets on the right wing. Barron tips in deep. Reeder chases in after it. He has it back behind the net, swings it up to the top. Scott off the left wing boards the shot. It was blocked in front by DeHaro. He'll pick it up and survey out to center. 2:20 in. The Saints, after falling in game one, off to the hot start tonight. They scored just 1:05 in with Pekar Cheeks first of the playoffs. The puck dumped into the Saints end of the left. Bison in back for it. Takes a hit, lost it. It's ripped across ice, back to the point. Osborne flaps. Saved by Rayler loose in the slot. They jab away at it, and it comes back to the point for Smith. He holds on 2:40 into the first, and Frank forces him out to center. Back on it, it's Osborne in the neutral zone, and he'll wrap it in deep. Saints end to the left. Radler, who has one save so far in this one, starts the Saints back ahead. Barron dumps in, but Cornforth had followed into the zone already, so the Saints have to touch up. 3 minutes in, first period, 1-0 Saints, and that is just a huge goal early on for the Saints to just breathe a little bit. Kurt McDonald telling us before the game he felt like his team was just gripping their sticks a little bit too tight last night. Well, they get one early on tonight and are able to just go and play their game early in this first period. They've done that so far, really causing problems with their aggression in the offensive zone. Fourth line out, Giuliani down the left wing, forced it free at first, but then it was Wilson to pick up for Youngstown. Jubenville pinches to keep it in. King lays a hit in the corner, and it's picked up, though, by Hanrahan behind the Youngstown net. He'll chip it to center. 3:40 into the first, 1-0 Saints. King picks up in center. It was tipped past him, though, and Seamus will pick it up in his own end. Almost 4 minutes into the first, it's 1-0 Saints. They'll dump in and head off for a change. Paulson, Hendrickson, Pekar Cheek. This line scored the goal. They're back out there 4 minutes into this one. 1-0 Saints. Pekar Cheek scored 1:05 in. Strathman through center, stripped by Hendrickson. He pokes forward to Pekar Cheek. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Back to Hendrickson in front. The shot! It's stopped by Wright, and it bounces in! Lewis was back checking. He crashed into his own goaltender, and it fell into the net. Hendrickson will get credit, and the Saints are up 2-0. 4:10 into the first. This line has two shifts. They have 2 goals, and the Saints are flying to start this one.
I stand corrected. That's a better start. This is even better start. I said you couldn't ask for a better start than scoring 1:05 in, but G scored 2 goals in a matter of 4 minutes and 10 seconds against a goaltender who was just absolutely phenomenal with the shutout last night. Couldn't ask for a better way to start, unless they score another one here real quick.
The Saints have been so good all season bouncing back after they lose a game. They only lost back-to-back games 4 times all year. Well, they answer the loss last night with 2 goals in the first 4:10 of this one. Youngstown takes the draw right to left back into the Saints end. Hendrickson on the left wing, though, picks up in center. He's stopped in the neutral zone, and it's Lewis rumbling in 2-on-1 quickly in front. Botterill, the shot, he rings it off iron, bounces wide, back up to the point to Haro, backdoor pass, Serrato in front, sliding, blocking it was St. Louis. Lost his stick, he's able to grab it back to Haro at the point across ice. Pekar Cheek tipped the pass to the far wall. It scoops into the corner. Botterill, low to high on the circle. Lewis toward the front. It goes wide. Into the corner for Serrato, just about 5 into the first. DeHaro down the wing. Saints pick that off. Paulson to center. Has Pekar Cheek at the red line. He knuckles it in. Youngstown right back on it, past the 5-minute mark into this one. Game 2. Saints down in the series 1-0, but a strong start here. 2 goals in the first. 4:10. Reeder, left to right, into the offensive zone, up 2-0. It's picked up in the corner by Rinaldo. He'll go up the wall. Yenchko bobbled. Sandrial has it on the corner at the point, but couldn't keep it in. Rinaldo at center, left wing feed. Yenchko across the Saints line. Quickly across ice. Burchill on the far side. Couldn't hang on, but on the wall, he swats it along. Up the boards, and Noah Powell picks up. He springs ahead, 5.5 in, 2-0 Saints. Sandriel dumps in. Scott activates down low, trying to work free. Comes up the wall. Powell picks it off, and Noah's shot ripped way over the bar. Off the glass, Burchill will bank at the center. Noah right back on it there. He leaves for Visanen, and the Saints go back in their own zone to start back forward. Michael Barron left to right. Just about 6 played in the first, 2-0 Saints. A quick start for Dubuque, and they really needed it here in game 2. They're right back in the offensive zone. Noah to the point for Seamus. His blast, he panned on it, and he's able to keep it in, or else Burchell may have had a breakaway. Powell just getting enough to tip that free. Back in center, though, the Saints go right back in. It's Seamus leaving at the point for Barron and across ice. Jubenville, his pass blocked, and it's trouble. Veronin racing forward, in on a breakaway. Seamus trying to catch up to him. Veronin, the shot, and it's shouldered up and over the bar by Radler. He got just enough to tip it over his post, and it lands behind the net. Back to center, and then it's wrapped right back into the Saints' end. This game has had some pace to it so far in the first. 6.5 in, it's 2-0 Dubuque. Puck turned back to the neutral zone, bouncing around. Smith picks up, and he'll knuckle it in on Radler from center. Kevin picks up, and he'll sauce all the way to center. Picked up by Wilson for Youngstown. Osborne bobbles, swats ahead, has Patilla on the right wing. Into the Saints' end. Down 2-0 Youngstown, into the Saints' end. Patilla's shot wide, hits the near half wall. Veronin takes it in deep. It pops back up the boards, and Teddy Merrill there for the Saints. Left to right, cross-ice feed. Romeo could not quite hold on to it. It hit him in the stick, and then it popped up over his blade, or else he would have had some space to try and grab a breakaway chance. It's back into the Saints' end, and Caleb Dick will bank forward. Merrill right back on it, 12:45 to go in the first, 2-0 Dubuque. Merrill dumped. He's able to get the puck ahead, but it's quickly turned back to center. Luke Malbuff at the red line, hammers in deep, all the way around the boards. Right out of the net, chips it up the wall. Romeo hit it with his shoulder, but couldn't control it, and it's Rusinski to center. 12:28 left in this opening frame. It's 2-0 Saints. 2 goals in the first, 4-10. One from Pekarczyk, one from Hendrickson. The line scored on their first 2 shifts of the night. Puck in center right now. Saints pick back up at their own blue line. Quick start for Dubuque tonight, and they needed it after falling behind in the series 1-0 after last night's game 1. But this outlet from the Saints goes all the way down the ice, and icing called with 12:05 to go in the first. 2-0 Saints. Jim, what a start tonight for the Saints. They really felt like they generated some chances last night, and so far tonight, they've converted on the ones that they've had.
Yeah, you can see so much more life on the bench. I don't know if last night was the jitters or the nerves, or they just were antsy, going a whole week without playing. But they just seem like they have a lot more positive energy tonight than they did most of last night.
After the icing, the Saints back in their own zone. Kurt McDonald kind of telling he liked the energy they played with. He thought the first period was really good last night. They just couldn't convert. And tonight, they're able to, and it kind of gives you a little bit of a sigh of relief that you see one go in the net. The Saints can't win the draw, but the shot by Machu goes wide, banks ahead, and then Romeo will skate to center, gain the red line, and hammer in deep. Paulson chases as the Saints get Pekarczyk out with his line, but it bounces in toward the net. Wright will glove it, and we will take our first break tonight. Pekarczyk, then Hendrickson. The Saints with 2 goals in the first, 4-10, and they're up 2-0 early in game 2.
Finning. You're winning with Finning. When you drive away in a Finning car, you're winning with Finning. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finning. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finning. You're winning with Finning. Finning.
The Saints ahead 2-0 here in game 2 early on. Games 3 and 4. Hopefully for the Saints, there's a game 4. It is Tuesday and Wednesday in Youngstown. You can come down to Imon Arena and watch that. A Saints watch party here at the arena. The Saints 105 in with Pekarczyk from Eric Paulson, and then Beckett Hendrickson from Uri Pekarczyk to make it a 2-0 lead for the Saints. An offensive zone draw for Dubuque. After this timeout, that line right back out there. They can't win the draw, but Youngstown clears up and out of play. So 11:46 to go in the first. 2-0 Saints lead. This line in 11 regular season games together. The 3, Pekarczyk, Hendrickson, Paulson combined for 14 goals, 49 points. The Saints have found something with this line, and it's another productive night for them. Quickly off the draw, Scott has the shot. It goes through some traffic, and Wright gloves it, but that's something we didn't quite see a ton of last night. Traffic in front of Wright, and they made it a little bit harder on him to see that puck. He's still able to glove it.
It seemed like last night he was seeing the shooting lanes, and the Fighting Saints really didn't have the traffic in front or the sticks in front to make tips. So just a better job of the Fighting Saints fighting through the defense and getting some opportunities.
Saints can't win the draw after the glove save from Wright, but they do force free along the wall. Then Lewis will strip it back. 11.5 to go in the first. 2-0 Dubuque. 2 goals in the first 4:10. Saints back in their own zone, pick off an errant pass. They have numbers if they spring ahead quickly. Hendrickson, right wing, has his line mates on the far side. They feed Paulson in front. It's loose. Kicked wide by Scott, who is jetting in from the point. It comes to center. It's a 2-on-1 for Youngstown. Serrato into the zone. His pass across, blocked by Bison and picked up by the Phantoms. The shot, gloved by Radler. He stones Machu in the slot. Bison went to slide to block the shot. It went over him, but Radler with the left hand flashes it up and keeps it a 2-0. Saints lead. 11:05 left in the first.
That's his second grade A save tonight. Yeah, he was outstanding last night. Just had, a breakaway and then the tip in front. Other than that, he was outstanding. And, again, he's continued that play again tonight. And a big money goaltender for the Fighting Saints, and he's coming up big again tonight.
Well, he had the second most wins in the USHL, 27. He was tied for fourth with a .902 save percentage. And he was just a rock-solid goaltender all regular season for the Saints. That's continued so far in the first 4 periods of the playoffs. The Saints up 2-0 in Game 2. They trail the series 1-0. And early on in this second game, they've had the response they were looking for. 10:45 to go in the first, 2-0 Dubuque. Pittner right to left for Youngstown, and it's chopped into the Saints end of the left. Picked up in the corner by the Phantoms. They try to skate out in front. It bounces around, pops to the point. Rolling on edge, Strathman settles. D-to-D, Pittner, the blast. Way over the bar, off the glass. Reeder will pick up on the left wing. Out to center, tried to sift forward. It didn't get to Noah, but he was able to rip it free and chip it in deep. Reeder will chase with Pittner in behind the Youngstown net. Reeder works free. Looking in front, he was tied up. And he feeds Sondrell the rip. It was stopped by Wright somehow. Sondrell all alone in front. Steered back toward the front by Powell off a skate into the corner. Saints regain control in the far wall. Reeder trying to muscle free. He has Noah on the boards, holding on top of the circle. Spins toward the point. Seamus, center point, halfway through the first. 2-0 Saints. Shot through traffic, hit something in front, bounces to the corner. Jubinville in from the point, right wing. Up top for Noah to replace Jubinville on the point. He'll swing it back down low. They'll switch places again. Sondriel chases in the corner. He knocks the stick out of Pittner's hand. They're going to call Sondriel for a slash there. He does not like that call, but the Saints are going to head to their first Crawford North penalty kill of the night. 9:46 to go in the first. 2-0 Dubuque, and the penalty kill going to work when we come back.
Finning. You're winning with Finning. When you drive away in a Finning car, you're winning with Finning. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finning. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finning, you're winning with Finning. Finning.
Tonight's broadcast on Eagle 102.3 is presented by Michelin in Piasta. The Fighting Saints head to their first kill of the night. They were 1-for-1 last night over the course of the season, regular and post. 15 of 16 against the Youngstown power play. That struggled at points in the regular season. They were 3 for 7 in the 3 games against Madison. Saints have to go to their first PK of the night. Sondriel called for a slash. It is a face-off, Saints end to the left. Paulson will start the kill against Serrato near circle. Rayler 4 for 4 so far. The Saints up 2-0 with 2 goals in the first 4:10 of this contest. Paulson and Serrato tied up. It's won by Youngstown. Strathman walks the point to the left side. Botterill, he was the team's leading point scorer in this regular season. He goes down the left wing. It's popped off his stick, up the wall. Paulson shovels forward, and it does sneak by Strathman to center. He goes back for it. Giuliani up front with Paulson to start the kill for the Saints. Scott and Bison in on the back end. Rayler stops the dump in, has clear up the wall, takes the carom out to center. And that is one the Saints will take. They'll switch up partially. Paulson replaced by Reeder. 9:15 to go in the first. The first kill of the night for the Saints. 1:25 to go on it. Sondrell in the box for a slash. Serrato right to left. Knifes into the Saints end. Left wing. Cutting toward the front on his backhand. His shot wide. Rayler got hit up high. And he's able to regain his stick after he dropped it. And Strathman holds on at the point. Up top. Strathman to the left wing. It's Botterill to the bottom of the circle, slides in back. Lewis tries to sear in front. The shot saved by Rayler and Reeder. Picks up the rebound and knocks it down the ice. Rayler trying to check his mask to see if everything was all right. I think that's just an equipment concern there for Rayler. We'll try to see if anything comes from that. The Saints on the PK for another 45. Youngstown into the zone. Pittner on the right side. It's held up on the boards. Patilla dumped. Jubenville trying to work a puck free. Tied up. Saints end of the left far wall. It pops to the point. Pittner off the boards. 30 to go on this Youngstown power play. Yenchko, center point for Pittner. It's passed to the right. Burchill swings back to the left side. Yenchko snaps it over the bar off the end glass and kept in on the right side by Pittner. He'll walk the line. Left wing feed. Yenchko holding on the half wall. Up top, they switch sides. Right circle. Burchill, the snapshot. It's stopped by Radler right in the chest. He holds on and kicks it back to the circle. He's going to take a look at his mask, and that is exactly, I think, what his concern was before. I think he got hit with a stick up on the top of his head. 8 to go in the first. 2-0 Saints. 15 left on the first kill of the night.
Saints did a nice job being aggressive on the penalty kill for this 2 minutes, and done a really nice job. And Kevin's been able to see the puck when he's not getting run into, and that's always a big key.
To Radler's left, the Saints can't win the draw. 12 left on this Youngstown power play. Wilson on the left side. Up top, Osborne settles to the right wing for Burchill. Is ripped, glove by Radler. And again, Kevin able to see that puck all the way. 5 seconds left on the kill, and the Saints up 2-0 with 7:50 to go in the first.
And again, Jake Sondrell is one of the Fighting Saints' best penalty killers, and he's in the box, but so far this penalty kill's done a real nice job. Now you're in a situation, you win a face-off, dump it out, and maybe you get the same situation they had last night where spring him out of the box for a breakaway.
Game winner for Strathman last night, just 1:42 into the second period off a pass as he exited the box. He got a breakaway. Saints in their own zone, 5 seconds left on the penalty to Sondrio. Paulson will take the draw against Smith, and they try to drop it, but they call Paulson back, and they'll redraw here. 7:50 left in the first. The Saints scored twice in the first, 4-10. 5 left on their first kill of the night. They can't win the draw. Osborne, left wing feed. It's Wilson's shot blocked by Jubenville in front. Sondrell out of the box. Crawford North PK is a success. 1-for-1 tonight. Rusinski dump behind the Saints net. Paulson up the wall for Reeder, and he works to center. Sondrell at the red line, banks forward, tries to chase after it. He was shielded off that puck, and it is picked up in behind. Sondrell out with Noah Powell and Uri after Paulson and Reeder were out on the kill, as Wilson will dump in deep to the Saints end. 7 1/4 left in the first. Radler checked by Smith behind the net, but the Saints able to pick up the puck, and Pekarchik twirls it forward for Caleb Dick. Right wing, Powell, bouncing puck into the zone. He kicks it to his stick, bobbles to the point. St. Louis there. Back down the left wing boards. Noah back up top. Rusinski blows a tire. It's turned back toward the front by St. Louis. Bounces to the wall. Pekarchik works free in the corner for Noah. Low to high, and it bounces towards St. Louis, and he couldn't keep it in. That puck hopped right as it got to Lucas at the point. Saints go back for it. 6:45 to go in the first. 2-0 Dubuque. Sondrell lofts it in deep. Saints will peel back on a change, except for Noah, who will go in on the forecheck. Strathman able to pick it up, though, and skate right to left to center. Serrato to the right wing. Lewis drops back. Serrato will hammer it in down the wall. Powell can't pick up the puck. It's Serrato shielding in behind the Saints net and up the near wall to the point. Strathman weaves it across to the boards, and no one there for Youngstown. Paulson picks up quickly across ice. Visinen at the red line, bobbles. 6 1/4 left in the first. It pops across the neutral zone. The Saints pick up. Right wing, Visinen into the zone. Cross ice, looking for Reeder on the left side. It was knocked away from it. Hendrickson off the wall, trying to glove it back down, but it is Youngstown to find and chip to center. Botterill all by himself into the Saints end. Scott able to seal that off and leave it for Visinen to take forward. His backhand feed to center. It's Reeder on the left wing. Kicks it to his stick. Shields into the corner. Offensive end to the right. Far boards. It's loose in the corner. Barron swats it down low. Has it back from Hendrickson. He'll rip it up top. Seamus quickly across the point. Jubenville turns, controls, and feeds it in behind the net. Paulson is tied up behind the play. Actually, that's Reeder, who was trying to get his legs free. The Saints to the point. The shot trickles just wide off a body in front. Reeder in the corner. Leaves it in back. 5.5 to go in the first. Barron muscles the puck along, but Burchill then finds the loose puck, and it's DeHaro to center. 5.25 left in the first. 2-0 Saints. Jubenville can't hold on. It's Burchill. The shot. It went off a stick and over the Saints net. It's Hendrickson able to force the puck free, and the pass to center. Tipped by Reeder into the offensive zone. 5 minutes to go in this opening period. The Saints ahead 2-0. DeHaro right to left. Stopped at the Saints blue line. Cornforth plays forward. Frank kicks it to Seamus, and his long stretch tipped into the offensive zone. Back forward is DeHaro. He'll leave it into the corner for Machu. Saints try to forecheck up the wing. Ronaldo stopped by Cornforth in the corner. Gavin holding on, trying to spin it back to the point, but it was intercepted and chipped out to the neutral zone. Stopped by St. Louis. He'll skate ahead, banks it forward, and Veronin will pick up in his own end. 4.5 to go in the first. Saints up a pair. Game 2. First period, Saints trail the series 1-0. Veronin knifes into the Dubuque end of the left. It pops in the air, played out of the sky by Frank. His stick knocked out of his hand, and it's going to be a penalty on Youngstown. A slash, the call against the Phantoms and the Saints. After going 0 for 5 last night with a 2-0 lead now, get their first chance at the Chick-fil-A power play in this one with 4:18 to go in the first.
I think Frank was a little bit stronger on his stick than Pittner was on that slash. But again, you're Fighting Saints moving their feet, trying to make some things happen. You draw some penalties like that. And, now we'll see if the Fighting Saints made any adjustments after last night where they went 0 for 5 and struggled.
Kurt McDonald saying he felt like he thought the power play generated some of the looks that they wanted. They just didn't make the right reads. Saints win the draw and are set up 2-0 late in the first. Their first power play. To the side of the net, Reeder in the corner. Looking back up the wall and feeds to Bison in center point. Steps in, shot in front, tipped by Sondriel. Save, rebound, batted around, goes to the circle. Bouncing all over the place. Sondriel settles top of the left ring. Across ice, St. Louis on the right side. He'll shift into the corner, banks in down low. Sondriel picks back up there. Holds on in the corner and goes to the point for Visonant. Across ice, Pekarchik back to the right side. One-timer, they score! It's St. Louis! And there is the same setup that's worked all season long. Lucas has his first of the playoffs. The Saints are rolling. It's 3-0 Dubuque. 3:43 left in the first. And a power play goal for the Saints.
Stop me if you've heard this one before.
Pekarchik to St. Louis, one-timer in the back.
One-timer, back of the net, wide open net. But again, the Fighting Saints took advantage of the penalty kill. Last night it seemed like the Phantoms were a lot more aggressive on the penalty kill, and they took away shooting and passing lanes. And, the Fighting Saints took advantage of the penalty kill tonight and got a big key third goal.
The Saints win the draw, and Andrew King will pump it back in deep. Offensive end to the right. 3.5 to go in the first. Saints work it back toward the net. It's tipped away by Wright. King finds, fires through traffic, and it went wide. Merrill back down low in the corner. Romeo cycles back to the top. Merrill, the shot, tipped by King, wide of the net again. Back up to the left circle. The Saints are just putting the pressure on in this first period. 11 shots for Dubuque, 6 for Youngstown. The Saints have beaten Wright 3 times after he was perfect on 28 saves a night ago. The Saints have a power play goal on one chance tonight after going 0 for 5 last night. It's going to be Bison in to Pekarchik on the setup for St. Louis' first of the playoffs. Saints dump in, and it is corralled by Youngstown. 2:50 to go in the first. Wilson holds on behind his own net, and the Saints ahead 3-0 in this game 2. Looking to even the series tonight before it shifts back to Youngstown. Youngstown will go right to left into the Dubuque end. Osborne pinned up to the wall, and the Saints flip to center. 2.5 left in this opening frame. A 3-0 Saints lead. Hanrahan back behind his own net. Will backhand forward to center. Jubenville tips to Serrato. Jubenville couldn't hold on. Serrato able to move it forward, and it's into the Saints end. The shot from the wall, stopped by Radler easily from Lewis. 2:14 left in the first. 3-0 Saints. And, well, the Saints have had the answer they were looking for in the first tonight.
No question about it. And, you could sense it really on the bench when they came out for the national anthem, how fired up they were and, how anxious they were to put last night behind them and come out play the way they really have all season.
They didn't feel like they played a bad game last night either, and they wanted to just play a little bit looser. That's what Kurt McDonald told me before the game. And, well, they've been pretty loose so far. A couple early goals helps. Saints win the draw, but their dump out chips up and out of play. The other thing that we haven't talked about yet tonight is the Youngstown team. This is their 7th game in 10 days. And when you're trailing in a game, the fatigue comes out a little bit more than when you're ahead in a game. And
yeah, the Saints have talked about that all along. When they play a 3-3, they want to get that early lead, because it's harder to come from behind. I think we saw that last night. It was hard to come from behind when they're down by a goal. And, as you mentioned, they're playing that many games in a short period of time. It does affect your legs, and it affects your mind.
Saints in their own net. They win the draw and start forward. Noah Powell towards center. It was blocked by Ronaldo, but then Sondriel grabs it right back. Right wing feed. Noah, the shot in front. It was blocked. And it's picked up in the corner by Sondriel. He'll bank it to the point. Jubenville off the line. The shot's hit by Noah, and it goes up and over the bar. Then Noah and Strathman getting into it after the play there. These two were jawing during warm-ups at the red line. The officials were standing there to make sure nothing happened, and Noah, with a bit of a smirk on his face, skates back to the Saints bench. 1:49 to go in the first, in Dubuque on top 3-0.
I've said it before. He's off the ice. He's one of the nicest guys on the team. But when he gets a little burr under his saddle, he's a load out there, and I wouldn't want to mess with him.
Face-off coming to center. Noah, Teddy Merrill, they're energy guys on the ice, and they both contributed in a lot of different ways this year. Noah, not afraid to mix it up for the Saints, and we've seen that in the first 2 games here. Saints up 3-0 in the neutral zone for a face-off here. Paulson against Rinaldo. Late in this opening frame, the Saints scored twice in the first 4:10. They added another on a power play goal by St. Louis, who has the puck and dumps into the offensive zone. Hendrickson lays a hit. Saints go to work, trying to work free in deep, but it's picked up by Machu. It'll go up the wall. Cranked up the boards. Caleb Dickin from the point swats it down the wall, but didn't get it all the way to the bottom of the zone. It's picked up at center. Saints right back in with 90 to go in the first. 3-0 Dubuque on the quick start tonight by the Saints. Rinaldo ahead, blocked by Pekarchik, but Machu picks back up, and he'll crank it high off the glass out to center. Caleb Dick picks up in his own end. 1:12 to go in the first. 3-0 Saints. Left to right. They move to center. Pekarchik to Paulson. Will weave into the offensive zone on the left wing. Skates all the way in behind the net. Feeds toward the front. No one there for the Saints. It's picked off. Last minute of the first. Yenchko cross ice into the Saints end. Dubuque will pick up at the blue line. Paulson left wing in front. Looking for Hendrickson into the zone, and it tipped off his stick, and it's wrapped back to center by Youngstown. Bison and Scott back forward in their own end. Fish makes a move and skates forward to center. Hendrickson across ice, tipped into the zone by Scott. He'll grab it on the left wing, all the way in behind the net. Scott holding on. It's tipped away from him as he was below the goal line with 30 to go in this first period. Machu picks up. Jaharo will slice it forward, and Machu then will bank forward into the Saints end. 15 to go in the period. Bison intercepts inside his own zone. Then Frank lost it. It's Patilla up top, and the pass all the way through as Baronin was checked by Barron. They jaw as the puck goes back into the Youngstown end. Phantoms pick up with 4 left in the period. Smith to center, picked off by Barron. He'll shoot it in on net as the horn sounds, and Wright sticks that one away. It was a physical first period, and the Saints with the high-flying start. 2 goals in the first, 4-10, and the Saints up 3-0. After 20 minutes, Jim, we talked about how did the Saints change the outcome in the offensive zone. The chances were there last night. They couldn't convert. They wasted no time tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. And it did seem like, last night they had a couple chances and they didn't bury them. And it was really important. It was the second shot of the game that Pekarczyk scored the game's first goal. And, when you can do that, I think it lightens everybody else up on the bench, gives them a little bit more confidence. You're not gripping the sticks quite as hard. And, I think that was such a huge shift for the Fighting Saints. And as you mentioned, I thought they were a lot better in the offensive zone than they were last night. 12-7 advantage in shots in the first period, and they had some really good grade A opportunities on a goaltender who stymied them last night.
Uri Pekarczyk, 3 points in the first. The Saints up 3-0. Pekarczyk started it off a minute 5 in. The Saints added 2 more, and the response was exactly what the Saints were looking for. Still 40 minutes to go in this one, but the Saints on top 3-0 after 1. We'll talk with Beckett Hendrickson in the intermission, and then we will get you all set for period number 2 here in Dubuque. Game 2, Saints with a quick start, up 3-0 after 1.
The hunt for the Clark Cup is on for the Dubuque Fighting Saints. The USHL Eastern Conference semifinals return for Game 2 against the Youngstown Phantoms Sunday night with puck drop at 7:05. Get tickets now at DubuqueFightingSaints.com.
Lace up and join the excitement with your Dubuque Fighting Saints. This isn't just any sports team, it's a force to be reckoned with on the ice. Picture this, the crowd roaring, the puck flying, and the Dubuque Fighting Saints dominating the game like true champions. Align your brand with the Saints and score big. Become a sponsor of the Dubuque Fighting Saints and get your brand in front of thousands of passionate fans, both in the arena and online. From power plays to penalty kills, your brand will be part of every thrilling moment on the ice. So don't sit on the bench. Join the winning team and become a sponsor of the Dubuque Fighting Saints today.
Right Height in Dubuque has seen tremendous growth, and in order to keep up with demands, they are now hiring. Right Height manufactures safety and industrial products to support companies that provide essential everyday products and foods. If you're looking for a career change, don't miss out on a great opportunity. Right Height offers great benefits including paid holidays, personal and vacation time, competitive pay, tuition reimbursement, and advancement opportunities within as little as 3 months. Apply at rightheight.com. That's RITEHITE.com. Right Height is an equal opportunity employer and drug-free workplace.
Hi, I'm the Crawford guy.
And I'm the Crawford lady.
Crawford is the comfort company. We're experts at keeping you comfortable all year long.
So if your home or business has areas that feel too warm or too cold, Crawford will get to work and solve the problem.
Visit CrawfordNorth.com to see energy rebates and discounts on qualifying systems from Bryant. Whatever it takes.
For heating and air conditioning,
plumbing and drain cleaning,
count on Crawford Company.
Visit CrawfordNorth.com.
Rev up your excitement because Sunday night racing is back with a vengeance at the Dubuque County Fairgrounds Speedway. Feel the thrill of the track as we kick off the season opener Sunday, April 28th. Get ready for heart-stopping IMCA dirt track racing on Dubuque's lightning-fast 3/8-mile track. It's a battle of speed, skill, and pure adrenaline as drivers push the limits to earn the wave of the checkered flag. Drive your crew and experience the rush of Sunday night racing starting April 28th at the Dubuque County Fairgrounds Speedway. Learn more at dbqfairspeedway.com.
Finning. You're winning with Finning.
This is April Finning from Finning Kia, inviting you to our spring breakaway event. If your current vehicle is in need of a makeover, the warranty expired right before your first major repair, or if you are ready for a change, a new beginning, spring is the time. Break away from high prices, high interest rates, and soak up the savings at Finning Kia. This month, lease the new 2024 Kia Forte LXS for $299 per month. Relax, knowing your new Kia offers the industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. The team at Finning Kia is on a mission to change the perception of car buying quick, comfy, and fun. Visit us at the intersection of Northwest Arterial and Highway 20, the corner of Savings in Dubuque, or FinningKia.com.
36-month term, 10,000 miles per year. First payment, tax, title, license, lien, and doc. $144.50 due at inception. No security deposit required. For well-qualified buyers with approved credit.
Finning. You're winning with Finning.
Looking to book a getaway for your family, friends, travel group, or a student class trip? Tri-State Travel handles everything, including round-trip transportation on one of their very own deluxe motor coaches with our new luxury coach options, in-person consultation, airfare, hotel accommodations, admissions, sporting events, performances, online booking, travel protection insurance, and much more. Call Tri-State Travel at 800-779-4869 or go to tristatetravel.com and start planning today. Know that your travel agency is also rolling up to greet you at your front doors.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
The Saints are back, driven by Finn & Ford and Kia on Eagle 102.3.
We're joined by Saints forward Beckett Hendrickson as the Saints open up the playoffs this weekend. Beckett, you and your line the last 10 or 11 games since getting together has been really good. How can you guys translate that into the postseason?
Yeah, I think just staying the way we've been playing. I think, even though it's playoffs, it's just one game at a time. And, I think we've got good mindset. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
This team all year long, and you kind of joined in toward the end, but the depth has been really huge all season. Everybody can kind of play in every scenario. How important is that for a team in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think that's what, makes teams win at the end, and, having your goaltenders too. So I think, just really deep team and really good culture. So, yeah.
In the playoffs, how important is it for you guys to keep your emotions in check?
It's huge. I think, all the little stuff matters, and I think all the little things are going to help you bring you to the end. So, yeah.
How do you make sure that you guys are able to do that?
I think, just talking to each other, having the communication, and I think just staying positive. It's going to be a lot of grind games and stuff. But I think, we got good mindsets going into it, and just staying together.
All right. Thanks, Beckett. Saints opening up the playoffs.
It's playoff season, Dubuque. The hunt for a sixth Clark Cup is on for your Fighting Saints. Saints sit at the top of the leaderboard, and the East runs through our house with home ice advantage. Check out upcoming games and get tickets at DubuqueFightingSaints.com.
Michelin is in the recruitment game, and they are scouting for talented people to join their team. At Michelin in Piasta, they aren't just offering jobs, they're offering opportunities to drive your career forward. Whether you're a seasoned player or just lacing up your skates in the job market, Michelin has opportunities for you, offering benefits day one and competitive wages starting over $20 per hour. Don't get caught off sides in your job search. Go to jobs.michelinman.com. Michelin, where your career journey is as exciting as the final minutes of a tied hockey game.
Hey, I'm the Crawford guy.
Ooh, do you guys always speak at the same time?
Sorry, I'll go first. If you need help with your heating or air conditioning or plumbing, Crawford Company can solve your problem.
But what about your problem?
What problem?
Do you not hear yourselves? Take it from me, the Crawford lady.
And me, the Crawford guy.
Crawford is the comfort company.
Visit CrawfordNorth.com.
At Great Clips, we want you to feel good about getting a great haircut. That's why we created the Great Care Promise, our commitment to keeping everyone as safe as possible in the salon. From contactless online check-in and social distancing to rigorous sanitization and mask requirements at all Great Clips locations, we're doing more to keep our salons clean and comfortable. Check in online and get a ready next text when you're next. Great Clips, it's gonna be great. All salons are independently owned and operated. Contact your local salon for specific safety measures.
It's playoff season, Dubuque. The hunt for a sixth Clark Cup is on for your Fighting Saints. The Saints have had 13 consecutive playoff berths, and they again sit at the top of the Eastern Conference leaderboard, which means the East runs through our house and gives the Saints home ice advantage. Join the Saints as they look to defend Dubuque and earn their sixth Clark Cup championship. This is another season for the history books, and you should be a part of it. Want to be a part of the action next year, too? Join 563 Nation and become a season ticket holder. Dubuque Fighting Saints 563 Nation is packed with benefits, like significant savings over single game pricing, exclusive discounts, guaranteed same-seat location, and so much more. Call the Saints office today to learn more. From center ice to on the glass and from goal to goal, there's no bad seat in our house. Get your tickets at DubuqueFightingSaints.com and be a part of the action. Halos high and ring those cowbells. It's playoff season with your Dubuque Fighting Saints.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Okay, guys, we got to put our trays up for takeoff.
Where's Dad?
Oh, he's in the back. We could only get 3 seats together.
Daddy has my pillow.
We'll get it later. Can you not put your feet up, please?
Why aren't we going?
We must be in line for takeoff.
Like security?
Well, that was a different line.
I have to go.
We just sat down.
But I have to go.
The seatbelt sign's on.
Why aren't we moving?
Hey, no kicking.
We're just 15th in line for takeoff.
Son of a...
Don't go there. Go on a real vacation. Go RVing. Learn more at GoRVing.com.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the 4-day super sale, April 19th through the 22nd, and get 40% off paints and stains with prices starting at $26.69. That means 40% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 40% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Beaming from the BK Diesel Eagles Nest from KXGE Dubuque. This is the Tri-States Classic Rock Station and home to your Dubuque Fighting Saints. Eagle 102.3, a Town Square media station.
The Dubuque Fighting Saints, after falling in Game 1 at home last night, a 3-0 lead after one period tonight. In Game 2, it was a quick start for the Saints tonight. Pekarchik from Eric Paulson just 105 in. Then Hendrickson on a feed from Pekarchik, 410 in. The Saints were up 2-0 right away. After going 0 for 5, then last night on the power play, Saints got their first chance late in the period, and Lucas St. Louis converted on his patented one-timer on the right side from Vizenen and Pekarchik on the assists. Saints 1 for 1 on the kill in the first and 1 for 1 on the power play, and up 3-0 with 11 shots or 12 shots on goal in the first. They allowed 7. Radler stopped all of them in the opening frame. The only other game in the USHL today was Green Bay and Muskegon's Game 2, and the Lumberjacks at home tied that series at 1 as it heads back to Green Bay this week. So we will step aside and we'll come back with the second period of play. The Saints leading it 3-0.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and the little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, I'm the Crawford guy.
Ooh, do you guys always speak at the same time?
Sorry, I'll go first. You know, if you need help with your heating or air conditioning or plumbing, Crawford Company can solve your problem.
But what about your problem?
What problem?
Do you not hear yourselves? Take it from me, the Crawford lady.
And me, the Crawford guy.
Crawford is the comfort company.
Visit CrawfordNorth.com.
Progressive Processing, a Hormel Foods company, is hiring great people across all shifts with new starting wages of $20.60 per hour to $25 per hour with the potential to earn up to $27 per hour. The team at Progressive Processing takes pride in producing popular and trusted Hormel Foods products that are sold in grocery stores across the country. They provide industry-leading benefits, a culture of engagement, and a variety of schedule options. See their openings and find your perfect job today at ProgressiveProcessingJobs.com.
At Great Clips, we want you to feel good about getting a great haircut. That's why we created the Great Care Promise, our commitment to keeping everyone as safe as possible in the salon. From contactless online check-in and social distancing to rigorous sanitization and mask requirements at all Great Clips locations, we're doing more to keep our salons clean and comfortable. Check in online and get a Ready Next text when you're next. Great Clips, it's gonna be great. All salons are independently owned and operated. Contact your local salon for specific safety measures.
Since Yamaha introduced their first golf car in 1979, Harris Golf Cars has offered friendly sales and service at their family-owned and operated locations in Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Nebraska. Come see the wide selection of gas and electric golf cars, as well as Yamaha's complete line of products available for your golf, campground, lake home, neighborhood, and farm needs. Harris takes trade-ins of all brands, and their expert technicians are here to repair and maintain your golf cars. Harris Golf Cars, your destination for all golf car needs. In Dubuque by Hobby Lobby or online.
Let's party at a Dubuque Fighting Saints game. Book your next group outing with a Quick Start Party Corner at a Saints game. Bring up to 20 people to enjoy an exciting night of fun and hockey with an unbeatable view of all the action on the ice in your own reserved seating area. Quick Start Party Corners start at $500 with food and beverage options available. Party Corners are perfect for corporate nights, birthdays, bachelorette parties, or a friend's night out. Get together, pack the house, and cheer on your Dubuque Fighting Saints. For more information, visit DubuqueFightingSaints.com.
WinStar Lines is a family-owned and operated local Dubuque charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 8 Midwestern hubs and a varied fleet, including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and vans, we are able to accommodate any group, large or small, to any destination near or far. With over 20 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group's transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers. Go WinStar.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
Don't want to miss any Fighting Saints action this season? Order a flex plan today. Starting at just 5 games, choose the games and seat location to witness the Saints fight for a 6th Clark Cup. Plans start at $9 per ticket. Visit DubuqueFightingSaints.com.
Finning. You're winning with Finning. When you drive away in a Finning car, you're winning with Finning. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finning. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finning. You're winning with Finning. Finning.
After 20 minutes of play tonight, the Dubuque Fighting Saints have bounced back after a Game 1 loss. They lead 3-0 as the teams return to the ice for the second period of play. Josh Starr with Jim Leitner. The Saints led the Eastern Conference in scoring in the regular season. Last night, shutout. Tonight, 105 in. They score, and they just started rolling on. Jim, did you see the confidence and the comfort level change for the team after they saw that first one go in?
Oh, no. I mean, you saw the celebration on the ice, and you saw the celebration on the bench. It felt like a weight was lifted off their shoulders. And, sometimes when you're the number 1 seed, the Eastern Conference champions, there's a target on your back, but, how do you handle that? And, you're playing against a team that had some playoff experience in the first round. Maybe they're a little more comfortable with the pace and the style of playoffs. And, it just took the Fighting Saints a little while to get used to it. And I think, obviously, tonight they're rolling.
There's still 40 minutes to go in regulation here. The Saints looking to keep the foot on the gas. It's 3-0 Dubuque as we are ready to start period number 2. Merrill, Giuliani, and Romeo as they were to start the game, out to start the second. Merrill and Serrato as the Saints head right to left in this middle frame. The puck is down, and period 2 is a go here in Dubuque. It's won by Youngstown, stopped into the Saints' end, and Scott will turn and outlet to Merrill. He'll charge forward, left wing feed for Romeo. The Saints slice in. Botterill picks up behind his own net, 20 seconds in to the second. It's a 3-0 Saints lead. They scored twice in the first 4:10. They added another on the power play late in the first period. Puck turned into the Saints' end, picked up behind the net by Scott. He's tied up, though, and lost it in the corner. Botterill toward the point, his pass blocked, and way up in the air, it bounces to center. Giuliani blocks the pass forward from Wilson, but can't pick up the puck. It's tipped back to the neutral zone. Serrato holds on. He'll wrap it in deep. Saints end to the right. 45 seconds in, second period. Saints with a 3-0 lead in game 2, trailing the series 1-0. Puck turned into the Dubuque end. It's picked up behind the net. Jubenville will outlet to Merrill. He tips the center. He's been out there for the full first minute of this period. Saints trying to get him off the ice. He'll head off now, and Paulson will replace him with Pekarczyk and Hendrickson already out there. Pekarczyk stops the pass in center, feeds Hendrickson into the zone. Pekarczyk to the back door, looking for Paulson right off the bench, but it never got to him. And it's Patilla to skate out. 1:20 into the second. 3-0 Saints. Baronin decked as he dumps in to the Saints end. Jubenville will pick up behind the net to the corner for Seamus. He bobbles and lost it. He's able to poke it back free, though, and Hendrickson skates forward. He'll drop back to Seamus, and the Saints have space to move to center. Jubenville slides in deep. The Saints looking more like the Saints offense from the regular season so far tonight. 3 goals, 12 shots. Kevin Radler, 7 for 7 in the defensive zone. Saints outlet. Pekarczyk springs into the zone. Left side bobbled before he could get the shot away. He's able to grab it back. Dances to the corner wall. Leaves it free behind the net. Paulson back to Pekarczyk. He tips it in front. No one there for Dubuque. Machu will play out to center. His sauce picked up in center by Veronin. He'll leave it at the circle. Ronaldo in the Saints end. Curls, drags the shot block. Loose in front. Steered to the net. Rayler slides to his left. Stuck with it and covers up. Noah dumps Ronaldo after the play. And the Saints, with a little bit of a bouncing puck in their own end, Rayler able to see it the whole way and stick with it to cover up. 2:15 into the second. 3-0 Dubuque.
Kevin played with some confidence as well in that. It was loose puck in the blue paint. He just calmly put the big mitt on top of it and got the whistle. And even though there's some havoc in the crease, he did a nice job of calming things down and getting the whistle.
Sondriel will take the draw to Radler's left. He's 8 for 8 tonight. He was 22 of 24 last night. The Saints win the draw. St. Louis up the near wall, and it's picked off, but then the Saints grab it right back. Sondriel ahead on the left wing for Noah. Into the zone, tries to slice in. He's decked, falls down, and the puck to the point. St. Louis back down the wall for Noah, who's back up to the point. St. Louis blast. It hit Ronaldo in front. He had fallen down and kind of lucked into the shot block there. Youngstown to center. It's dumped in. Burchill goes after it. Back in front, looking for Ronaldo. His shot off the side of the net. Caleb Dick takes it to the corner. 2:45 into the second. Saints up 3-0. Dubuque picks up in the corner. St. Louis will spear it ahead, and Reeder will skate to center, weaving across the red line into the zone for Powell. Backdoor Sondriel passing his skates. Couldn't hang on. It's kicked toward the front. Then Reeder is decked into the post, and he's a little bit slow getting up at the side of the Youngstown net. Bit of a dangerous play. Reeder kind of getting checked into the net area as he was cutting toward the front of the net. He actually got cross-checked really up high by Strathman. It wasn't the post, it was Strathman's stick that caught Reeder. That's dangerous.
Ooh, back of the neck.
That is dangerous. Reeder to the bench. He's okay. Saints 2:58 into the second. Get an offensive zone draw. 3-0 the score. Saints on top. Puck to the point on the draw. They win it. Visinen fires it over the bar. Back off the end glass. Scott keeps in on the left side. He'll chip it down low, and then it's picked off, taken out to center. Young, right wing, and Moran will chip it in deep. All the way in behind the Saints net. Picked up. Cornforth will slice ahead, and then Frank swats to center. Puck rolls on edge into the Youngstown end as Young goes back for it. Hanrahan up the wall. Moran tips ahead, and it's Rusinski to center. He'll fly into the Saints end, but he's stepped into by Scott. Puck loose behind the Saints net, and Visinen will look to go up the wall on the far side. Then he turns back, and the Saints behind their own net control. 3:40 in, second period. 3-0 Saints, all three in the first. Cornforth into the offensive zone, plays it across the ice. Frank turns and fires. It was blocked by Wilson. Visinen on the right point, holds on. Looking across ice, he'll shoot up high on right, and he gloves it and holds on for the whistle in the Youngstown end. 3:55 into the second. 3-0 Saints. And we saw a little bit of last night, Jim, but I think the physicality's ramped up a little bit more tonight.
Oh, no question about it. And these are two teams that really don't care for each other. And I know Youngstown was a little salty last month when the Saints went in there and swept them in Youngstown. And it's something that doesn't happen at the Covelli Center. They just don't lose at home. So I'm sure they were a little salty, and I'm sure they were really looking forward to this opportunity to have a rematch and get some revenge against them.
Youngstown with the 2-0 win last night. Saints off to the quick start tonight in game 2 of this best of 5. Dubuque offensive zone draw. Fourth line out, Merrill King and Giuliani. They try to go to work down low. Serrato picks it up, goes up the wall. Lewis spins back to Serrato. He rushes forward left to right into the Saints end. Botterill holds on the near side, but Merrill intercepts the pass across. The Saints poke to center. Merrill picks it up the right wing for King. He tips it into the zone. Teddy across ice. It's off a skate. Jubinville picks up, and the slot is ripped. Stop. Back to Jubinville on the right circle. The rip. He scores! The first one was blocked. He got it back, and he lasers it by. It's 4-0 Saints. Jaden Jubinville on the board. 4:26 into the second. I don't think Wright saw that puck, and that is something the Saints could not quite find a way to do last night, and so far tonight it's been a totally different story.
Well, a lot of times if the initial shot is blocked, it really throws off the timing of the goaltender. Came right back to Jaden. I think he was a little surprised that it came right back to him. Just snapped it into the top of the net, and that's a huge goal for the Fighting Saints. Continues the momentum, and a big goal from a guy who's really more of a defender, one of the top defenders on the team.
I asked Jaden earlier in the year, he had a couple games where he was scoring a little bit. He said, it's not really my game, but I'll take it. And he'll take this one. 4-0 Saints, 15 and a quarter left in the second. Saints are really responding tonight. Right to left, they move forward. Giuliani and Merrill with the assist. Hendrickson into the zone. Right circle is ripped off the end glass and then up out of play. And the whistle goes 4:59 into this second period. 4-0 Saints on top, and they're just peppering it on in front of Aiden Wright in the Youngstown net.
Well, we talk a lot about that fourth line. Teddy Merrill centering Romeo and Giuliani. They're a good quality fourth line, and when you're playing against a team that's coming off a 3-3 and their legs have to be heavy, it's huge to have a fourth line that you can throw out there and roll those four lines like the Saints do, and huge. You end up getting a big goal, the fourth goal here, to give the Saints even bigger cushion.
They've been so good all year. They were great last night. And Kurt McDonald, throughout the game last night, keeping them out on the ice, even when the Saints were down late in the game. And they're rewarded tonight. They create a goal there. Saints in their own zone. The pass toward the front, tipped away by Radler. And Sondrial will rush forward. Weaving through center, right wing feed. St. Louis into the zone. Drops back. Reeder, high slot to the circle. Bottom of the ring. Slides back in front. Sondrial trying to jab at it. It never got to him. And it was poked out to center. 5.5 in, just about here in the second. It's 4-0. Saints on top in game 2. The response they needed so far in this one. Powell dumps in offensive zone. Back to Sondrial. The blast. He missed it just wide. Back up top for Bison and cross ice. Scott, all tons of space on the left wing. At the circle, is snapped through traffic. Blocked in front by Strathman. Puck in back. Reeder will hold on. He'll try to leave it up the wall, and he has Scott there. Across ice. Bison and dangles to the circle. Pass Burchell in front. Tipped on by Powell. He was hit up high. He goes down, crumpling to the ice, and there's no call. But the whistle comes as Powell is down injured on the ice.
And then that is way off its moorings as well.
Noah is writhing, and there is a lot of blood on the ice.
I don't know how you missed that.
Powell got hit up high. It was Strathman's stick that got him, and right underneath his visor, and there's some blood on the ice. They're going to have to clean that up. Powell up on his feet, gingerly skating to the bench, holding the towel up. So Powell's going to have to get patched up.
I don't know if they're going to talk this over and maybe see if something happens, but obviously that's I mean, we have the benefit of looking at it on video, but obviously a pretty high stick, and that's could be a 5-minute major on Strathman. I wonder if he lost a tooth, maybe.
I don't know exactly where he was bleeding from. It was almost the toe of his stick that caught Powell right up high. Strathman was going for the stick lift. He just completely missed. The officials are discussing this. There was no penalty called live. They're going to start to scrape the ice and try to get the blood up there. 5:58 here into the second. The Saints are up 4-0.
And the offender goes over there. I don't know what
he's the captain.
He's the captain. I understand that, but he's going to say nothing happened, but it's pretty clear. I mean, I don't think it was a stick lift that caught him or not. I think it was pretty clear. It might have been inadvertent on Strathman's part, but you have to be responsible for your stick.
I don't think there was intent there, but he definitely hit Powell up high, and I don't think there's going to be a penalty out of this. Sondriel's walking away from this with a head shaking toward the bench, and I don't think there's going to be a penalty called at all. Kurt McDonald is going to get an explanation here in front of the Saints bench.
Strathman's done a nice job of trying to get under the Fighting Saints' skin the last 2 nights, really. And, he's a guy that plays on the edge, and I think he's fortunate he got away with one there. But, we'll see if that fires up the Fighting Saints and gets them, keeps them with the foot on the gas.
Well, there's 2 for Strathman tonight that he didn't head of the box for. He had the cross-check up high on Reeder earlier, and now the high stick against Powell. Powell went back to the dressing room with Nicole Vogel, the athletic trainer. So the Saints going to be without Powell, at least for a little bit here, as he gets patched up. And a neutral zone draw, 5-on-5 out of that break. Youngstown wins quickly into the zone. Botterill across ice for Lewis. It was in his skates. And then the Saints pick it up, and they turn it over. Botterill, bottom of the near circle, in front, pumped around, off Radler's stick, bounces up high. Romeo grabs, he'll speed to center. Right wing, he dumps in. Saints will chase. Romeo tied up in the corner. The Saints crash in down low. Romeo swarmed in the corner, puck to the side of the net. Sondriel cutting to the front, dump, and then pushed as he's on the ice as Wright covers the puck up, and this is getting a really awfully physical. And almost every whistle, we've had some extra going on afterward. Saints will get an offensive zone draw here. 13:35 left in the second, and we're going to take a break. So the Saints up 4-0, and, well, a playoff series is breaking out here in front of us. Jim, we'll be right back. The Saints on top in the second.
Finning. You're winning with Finning. When you drive away in a Finning car, you're winning with Finning. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finning. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finning, you're winning with Finning. Finning.
The Fighting Saints are up 4-0. They're headed on the road to continue this series this week in Youngstown on Tuesday and Wednesday if necessary. Games at 6:05 Central Time, and you can come down to Imon Arena for a watch party to see those contests. The Saints down 1-0 in the series, but up 4-0 here in Game 2 with 13:35 left in the second. A neutral zone draw, the Saints win and pump it in deep. Offensive end to the left. Barron and Cornforth try to work free, but it is bounced in behind the net. Wilson up the wall. Jubenville plays a big hit. The Saints work it free. Cornforth at the top of the zone is stripped, and it bounces back into the Saints end. It's picked up by Seamus. He'll go right to left into the neutral zone, and Barron will chip it in deep. Almost 7 played here in the second. The Saints in control, up 4-0. They work free. Left wing, Seamus in deep for Barrett. He'll backhand in behind the net, and it's picked up in back as a Saint is dumped. That will be a penalty, and Dubuque is going to head back to the power play. Wilson standing over Frank right now, who drew the penalty. Frank is trying to get up, but Wilson is kind of straddling over him. So he's waiting for Wilson to be taken away, and then Frank able to get up and has some words for Wilson. 12:53 left in the second. The Saints 1-for-1 on the power play already, up 4-0 to their second opportunity. Wilson is going off for roughing, and the Saints in the offensive end to the left to start a power play. And Jim, look who's out on the ice. Noah Powell, all patched up, ready to go to start the power play. He's going to take the face-off with the Saints up 4-0.
You think he's got a burr under his saddle?
I think Noah Powell might try to score here as quickly as possible. The Saints win the draw. Seamus set up. Noah is in his spot in the bumper position in the slot. Saints go down the wall. It's picked up back to the point. Seamus across ice on the left wing for Cornforth. Noah on the near wing. It goes back up top for Seamus, and Cornforth on the circle. Holding on there to the top. Blasted on. Seamus missed the net just wide. 12:28 left in the second. Saints with 95 left on this power play, but it goes out to center. Saints will pick up in the neutral zone, up 4-0. A couple of Phantoms collide. Cornforth lost his stick. It bounces into the zone. Hendrickson into the offensive end. Feeds toward the slot. Noah was tied up before he could get the shot away. Paulson crashed into the wall. It pops to the point. Seamus left wing feed. Cornforth bobbles, but regains on the wall and goes up top for Seamus. Quickly across ice. 1:08 on the power play. 8 into the second. 4-0 Saints. Hendrickson to the top. Seamus curls, drags, high slot. Bobble, then the shot. It was saved by Wright. It bounced off to the corner wall, and Cornforth picks up to the top. Seamus holds on there, leaves for Gavin. Center point, he'll swing it back up top. Seamus, right wing circle, pass in Paulson skates. He gathers, holds on, goes to the side of the net. Hendrickson works up to the top. Seamus, center point, left wing. Cornforth up top. Seamus blast, kicked away, rebound back to him. He missed it over the net. Wright had slid way out, lost his stick. He doesn't have a stick. Cornforth up top. The blast by Seamus, tipped wide, blocked by Youngstown. Hendrickson falls down, and it's cleared to center. Great chances for the Saints, but couldn't quite convert. 20 seconds left on the power play. Seamus quickly ahead. St. Louis into the zone. It's dropped back to Sandra, holding on. Back door. The shot. Save. Rebound. It goes out to center. The Saints were crashing in. Wright lost his glove, but the puck back to the Dubuque end. Right to left. Sandro ahead, just 5 on the power play. Saints up 4-0. 10:55 left in the second. Sandro side of the net from Reeder. It bounces to the corner. Wilson is out of the box. Saints still hold on. Reeder on the circle is blast wide to the net on the one-timer. Pekar cheek to the point. Bison in right side. St. Louis, the one-time shot. It was punched away by Wright. Back up top, St. Louis. Cross ice, Pekar cheek to the point. Bison in, rips, and it was blocked by Patilla. Saints still hold on. The power play over, but they're still threatening with their group in the offensive end. But then Pekar cheek is stripped. Patilla racing forward, left to right. Into the Saints end. Bobbles on the wing, and then backhands in deep. All the way around the boards. Yenchko up the wall for Morin. Across ice, left side, Osborne slides back door. Yenchko, the shot, saved by Radler. Bison and went for the block. He missed it, but Radler holds on with the right arm and stops the shot from Yenchko. 10:13 left in the second. 4-0 Saints. They can't score on that power play chance, but they created some opportunities, and they are still in front 4-0.
Yeah, I thought the power play looked really good. I mean, obviously after last night when they went 0 for 5, you know, they really made some adjustments, and they've done a nice job zipping the puck around. A lot of good looks. Seamus Powell up on top of the power play had a couple real good looks for one-timers and just couldn't find the back of the net.
They had Wright going in all kinds of directions. Just couldn't capitalize there, but still up 4-0. 10:13 to go. Almost halfway through regulation here in the second. The Saints have only allowed 10 shots on goal so far. Fisher Scott off the face-off win in his own end. The Saints move to center. It is dumped in and tipped into the end board. Strathman takes a hit, but the Saints can't pick up the puck. Then they force it free. Merrill down low into the corner. They chase after Giuliani and Strathman. It's picked up behind the net. Strathman falls down. Giuliani has the puck to the point. Scott holds on, walks the line, sips his way across, and then it was poked past him to center. He'll go back for it. Yenchko made that play, and the Saints back in their own end. Scott across for Malbuff. Saints tip into the offensive zone. All the way around the boards. Giuliani on the right wing. He's checked off the puck. Moran spins it ahead. Off a stick. Back to Moran. His outlet out of the reach of DeHaro. The Saints bank back ahead to center. Stopped at the Dubuque blue line. Youngstown holding on there in front of its own bench, but Teddy Merrill comes away with it with 9:19 to go in the second. 4-0 Saints. Merrill hard around the boards into the zone. King in front. One-timer. Saved by Wright. Back to the point. Seamus holds on. Saints offensive end to the left. Up 4-0. 9:05 to go in the second. Saints down low around the boards. It's in the corner. Cornforth leaves it up the wall for Barron. He couldn't handle it. And Ronaldo will skate to center. Jardine and Ronaldo across the Saints line. Stopped right at the blue line. And picked up by Youngstown back in center. 8:48 to go in the second. 4-0 Dubuque. 3 in the first, 1 more in the second. Saints in charge so far in game 2, down 1-0 in the series. Puck in behind the Dubuque net. It's picked up by Jubenville ahead for Frank and his cross-ice feed behind Cornforth, but he's able to adjust and knock it into the offensive end. Seamus in from the neutral zone, able to keep in his shot toward the front, blocked by Osborne, and springing forward is Rusinski. Left wing into the Saints end. Jubenville steps up to him, then Frank knocks the puck loose. In the slot, it's played back to the point for Osborne. Steps in, his rip, stopped, batted around in the blue paint, way up in the air, goes on top of the net, and it's batted away by Jubenville before it could land in the empty net. And the whistle comes as Jubenville knocked the puck off in the process there. Frank is down behind the play. And this is a little bit out of control after the whistle here. Every single whistle, we've had something. That puck hopped in the air. Jubenville desperately diving back to knock it away with his hand. Took the net off in the process, and the Saints arguing in front of the bench. Kurt McDonald giving the officials a mouthful. I don't know that anybody saw what happened to Frank, really.
I didn't either. It's behind the play. And, Youngstown is one of the most penalized teams, or was one of the most penalized teams in the... Oh, yeah, he got it again. That was behind the play. His stick came up and caught him in the mouth. Just kind of a flyby. Again, this area might see some of these plays reviewed by the USHL, especially Strathman. Strathman's got a long history of a lot of suspensions in the USHL. I'm certain that they're going to look at the cross check on Reeder and the high stick on Noah Powell as well. It's definitely worth looking at if you're the USHL.
Saints in their own zone. It's 5-on-5 with 8:05 to go in the second. Won by Youngstown. Strathman across the blue line. Tipped by Reeder, but the Saints couldn't pick it up. Serrato back to Strathman. The shot deflects in front. Lewis had it stripped and turned to the corner. Saints pick it up there. Dick quickly to center. Cornforth weaves into the zone. Leaves at the point for Reeder. Sauces to the left wing. Barron in from the top. His snap goes wide and then banks out to center. Back into the Saints end. Dick back for it. 7:40 to go in the second. Saints on top 4-0 here in game 2. Puck turned up the wall. Saints lost it. It's Botterill cross ice. Backdoor the shot. Kicked down by Rayler Luce at the front of his pads. They crash along. Batting around. It's loose in the slot. And Pekarchik finds and clears to center. Kevin Rayler has made some really good stops tonight. It's only been 13 saves, 13 shots against, but he's made some big ones. It's 4-0 Saints past the halfway mark in regulation. Puck in the Dubuque end to the right. Batted up the wall, picked up by Patilla, then Pekarchik able to strip it, and Hendrickson will outlet back to Uri in center. He tries to fist it forward, but it's picked off. And in the Youngstown end, DeHaro will outlet. Smith on the right wing, tips it forward in to the Saints end. Veronin across ice, stopped just before it got to Patilla on the back door, and the Saints will move to center. Pekarchik reaches ahead, gathers the puck, and then is stripped from the puck, and it's tipped into the Saints end. Raylor out of the net. The puck slowed down on him. He plays up the wall. Patilla in front. Tipped wide by Veronin. Raylor was scrambling to get back. It's in behind the Saints net in the corner. St. Louis plays it in front. Has Paulson. He outlets. Hendrickson right wing ahead. Pass Reeder, and icing is called against the Saints. 6:13 left in the second. 4-0. Saints on top.
It looked like Reeder won that race to the loose puck.
I think the Saints bench not necessarily thrilled. They put the puck down the ice. I don't know. I think the defense might have had the edge on him.
Might have had his stick out a little bit further. That might have been the case. But Reeder looked like he was winning that race.
Well, there's 6:03 left in the second period. A 4-0 Dubuque lead here late in this middle frame. Saints, after the icing, win the draw. St. Louis will chip it ahead. It's kept in by Osborne and pumped back down low. St. Louis has it back behind the net, feeds forward, and then Paulson on the right wing to Hendrickson, who dumps in to the offensive end. Saints will get their line change finish. Reeder picks it off in the corner, and he's dumped, and the puck underneath him as they dig away. Loose in the corner, Reeder trying to keep it in his skates for Sondrel to help dig free. Some jousting, and Reeder comes away with it. He stands all the way up with the puck. He fires the shot, and it's gloved by Wright, and Sondrel getting into it with Rinaldo, and some pushing and shoving after the play. Sondrel got his helmet ripped off, and a whole swarm of players along the boards in the Youngstown end.
Well, this is Youngstown's game. They are, as I mentioned earlier, they're one of the most penalized teams in the USHL.
Burchill getting into it with a couple former teammates here. It's Fisher Scott and Noah Powell jawing with Burchill, giving a couple shoves back and forth. And this rivalry, it was heated in the regular season meetings, and it has just gone to another level here tonight. Powell and Burchill still yapping at each other face to face in the Youngstown end. The officials trying to separate it.
Mikey's a guy who asked to be traded from the Fighting Saints after 2 years because he didn't like playing in Kirk McDonald's style. I'm sure that didn't rub his teammates, his former teammates. I'm sure they don't really care for the fact that he asked out of Dubuque because he didn't like playing Kirk's style.
Well, we're going to take a break. 5:30 to go in the second, and the Saints ahead 4-0.
Finning. You're winning with Finning. When you drive away in a Finning car, you're winning with Finning. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finning. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finning, you're winning with Finning. Finning.
Tonight's broadcast on Eagle 102.3 is presented by Michelin in Piazza. The officials are still discussing all the penalties that may come from this last scrum after the last whistle. Sondriel and Rinaldo both in the box. They were the original two involved, but I think there may be some more coming here as the door to the Saints box is at least opening up again.
Well, it might not be a bad idea to kind of, if you're the officials, to kind of get control of the game. I mean, because as you mentioned, after every single whistle, there's been little extracurriculars, and there's still. I mean, it's still a game. It's it's a 4-goal cushion for the Fighting Saints, so there's still. There's still a chance for Youngstown to come back, but I think it is a situation where you want to get control of this and not let it get too far out of hand.
It is just Sondriel and Rinaldo. On the board right now, it's just 2 minutes to Rinaldo. I can't imagine that this won't be even. I think they might just be getting the penalty times confirmed or not. Oh, they're announcing a power play. Oh, they gave Ronaldo 4 minutes and they gave Sondriel just 2. So it is a Saints power play, but the faceoff is going to start at center. They're third of the night. They're 1 for 2. 5:30 left in the second, and a 4-0 Saints lead. Youngstown wins the draw, clears down the ice. So the Saints will go back. They're without Sondriel on this power play, so Michael Barron is going to take his place on this man advantage unit. The Saints going offside as they rush up the ice. Face off in the neutral zone. 1:46 to go on this power play. 5 1/4 left in the second, and a 4-0 Saints lead.
Yeah, it's be a big power play for the Fighting Saints. If you can convert here, you give yourself a 5-goal cushion, hopefully going into the third period. Then it's just a matter of finishing things out. But, this would be a huge, huge goal for the Fighting Saints if they can convert.
5:15 to go in the second. Face off in center. Reeder will take. He can't win it. Serrato controls right off the draw and skates into the Saints end. Right wing, hammers in on the backhand. St. Louis will take it and leave it for Vizon, and the Saints will rush forward. 1:35 to go on this power play. The third of the night for the Saints. 1 for 2, but they can't get into the zone, and it's turned back down the ice. Vizon back for it, weaves ahead, outlets to Reeder. Into the offensive zone. Feeds to the near boards on the left wing. Pekarchik up top. Vizon across the blue line for St. Louis and back to the left. Pekarchik holds on. Up top, Yona. Back to Uri on the left side, top of the circle. Tries to feed Reeder at the bottom. It went to the wall, but Reeder did find it. It bounces to the top. Vizon settles. Across to Pekarchik. High slot, Barron back to the wall. Uri holds on halfway through the power play. 4.5 to go in the second. 4-0 Saints. Saints try to filter it down low. That it's played up and out off the wall to center, and Vizon with Burchill right on his back. Taken in behind the Saints net, and he'll play it forward. Again, this Youngstown team really dangerous, short-handed. And they're calling a too many men on the ice penalty. The Saints have 6 players on the ice. So the Saints power play ends. 39 seconds to go on it, and it'll be 4-on-4 for that span until the Youngstown power play begins. After that, 4:09 to go in the second. 4-0 Saints.
It's a little discombobulated for the Fighting Saints. That sequence just had an extra guy out there, and there goes the power play. The Saints 1 for 3 with a man advantage. That first one was a big one, though. Gave the Saints a 3-0 lead.
St. Louis had 14 power play goals in the regular season. Added his first to the playoffs tonight. The Saints' first power play goal of this series. Saints in their own end win the draw. Michael Barron is serving the bench minor. The Saints in their own zone. 30 seconds to go on a 4-on-4. Paulson across ice and Fisher Scott on the near wall in center. Drops back to Malbuff, and the Saints dump in. All the way in, Youngstown end to the left. Scott in the near corner. Works up the boards, but Veronin able to take the puck back. 3:40 left in the period. Veronin catches a edge and goes down into the Saints end. The puck trickles in behind the net. It pops free in the far corner, and Veronin has it back to the point. Osborne settles back down the left wing. Veronin curls, drags the shot. Hit a body in front, goes wide. Youngstown gets more in out of the box. The pass back to him, and he flubbed the shot wide. Lewis into the corner. Saints on the kill now for 110. Picked up by Dubuque and hammered all the way down by Scott. Saints will try to get a change here on the PK, and they will do that successfully. Reeder, Giuliani, Jubinville, and Dick out for the Saints. 1 to go on this penalty kill. Saints 1 for 1 on the kill tonight so far. 3 minutes to go in the second. 4-0 Dubuque on top. Into the Saints end of the right. Young will play back to the point. Strathman takes it off the left wing boards and then back down the wall for Botterill, who surveys from the top of the circle. Young back to Botterill on the wall, and up top, Strathman and Botterill play catch. The pass across ice hit Young and bounced the center off his skate. Back to the neutral zone, and Youngstown will take it back in its own end. 4-0 Saints, 2.5 to go in the second. 23 to go on a too many men on the ice penalty against Dubuque. Jubinville in behind his own net on the dump in, plays it hard off the glass and forces it all the way down the ice. There's just 10 left on the kill for the Saints. 2:15 to go in the second. Barron standing in the box. The puck tipped by the Saints at their own line. They play to center. Strathman picks up. Barron out of the box. Strathman into the zone. His shot wide of the net. Lewis tries to play back in front. It hit the back of the net. Flies it in, swats forward, not out. 2 to go in the period. Back at full strength. Taharo near side. The blast blocked by Dick in front. He goes to the wall. Barron shovels it down the ice. That'll go for icing against the Saints with 1:49 to play in the second. 4-0 Dubuque. Sondrial being let out of the box. And Ronaldo has another 2 minutes to go.
It's not a bad icing to take if you're the Fighting Saints. I think they were a little bit gassed and just want to relieve some pressure. Just dump it down and start over in your own zone.
Paulson out to take the draw against Smith. It's tied up and then blown dead. And they'll redraw in the Saints' end. Near circle to the right. Shots 18-13. The Saints lead, and they're up 4-0 here in Game 2. Best of 5 conference semifinals. Saints dropped Game 1. They were shut out last night, 2-0. They were only shut out twice all regular season, and they failed to score in their first playoff game. But tonight they scored 105 in, and they've led the whole way since. 2 goals in the first 4:10. They've added to their lead. It's 4-0 Dubuque. Barron is dumped into the offensive zone, and it's played all the way back down the ice. Radler out of the net. Paulson tips to center. Noah in the neutral zone. Plays forward. Romeo speeds into the zone. Is ripped over the bar off the end wall and lands in behind the net. Romeo and Smith collide in back, and it's taken to center by Patilla. He'll go cross ice into the Saints' end. Veronin off the wall, up high over Radler. 1:15 to go in the second. Seamus picks up across ice for Visinen, and then he'll feed Romeo to center. Left wing, tipped in by Noah, who takes a hit, stands up into that, and the Saints will try to get their change as Noah goes off to the bench. Back into the Saints' end with a minute to go in the second. St. Louis lined up ahead but couldn't connect on it. He has the puck back in the corner. King was dumped. It's going to be a penalty on Youngstown. The Saints moved to center on the delayed call. Seamus into the zone, cross ice. King tipped away from him, and he couldn't hang on. It's touched up by Youngstown, and a penalty coming with 46.5 to go in the second. The Saints are going to head back to the power play. It's Patilla heading to the box, and it's hitting from behind. A minor, and the Saints with a 4-0 lead head back to the power play late in period number 2.
Again, this is Youngstown's identity. They are a team that plays very physical, and they take a lot of penalties, and you saw that during the regular season, and it's pretty much played out. I mean, there is a lot of times you like to see an even distribution of penalties, but that's both teams are kind of playing to their identity. Youngstown is a team that does take a lot more penalties than Dubuque.
Saints win the draw. Offensive end to the left to start the power play. The Phantoms led the USHL in penalty minutes during the regular season. Cornforth up top. Powell to the left wing. Cornforth holding on. He'll shoot, and it went off the blocker wide into the corner. Noah up top for Cornforth, and Seamus holds on to the point. 30 seconds to go in the second. Saints up 4-0. Paulson to the corner wall for Hendrickson. He looks in front, skates it toward the top, and then feeds Seamus there. He'll go back door. Paulson, one-timer, hit the side of the post, and then it's swept out to center. Seamus back for it with 12 to go in the second. Saints on the power play for another 1:20. Cornforth ahead, and Hendrickson across the line with 5 to go in the period. Across ice, Paulson, high slot, Cornforth rips. It's loose in front towards Seamus. Tries to get the shot away at the last second, but the horn sounded before he got it off. And that will finish off period number 2. The Saints add one more in the second, and they lead 4-0 after 40 here in Game 2. The Saints, they played a really strong game tonight so far, Jim, and they've only allowed 13 shots through 40 minutes of play. It's been a really great bounce-back effort through the first 40.
Oh, no question about it. And, that's exactly what the Fighting Saints needed. And I think the one nice thing is you have a really good bounce back effort like this. It makes that trip over to Youngstown later tonight, makes that a little bit more easy to handle. And, I think you get a little bit of momentum by playing really well. There's still 20 minutes to play, and Youngstown's a team that hung eight on Madison in their last game in that last series. So, they're certainly an explosive hockey team that can put up a lot of points. And the Fighting Saints are going to have to, not just be satisfied with these 40 minutes and finish off the full 60-minute effort and get on that bus.
You can never be satisfied, Jim. After 40 minutes, it is 4-0 Saints. And we'll come back. Conversation with Yona Väisänen in the intermission, and we'll get you all set up for period number 3. Saints up 4-0 after 2.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
It's playoff season, Dubuque. The hunt for a 6th Clark Cup is on for your Fighting Saints. The Saints have had 13 consecutive playoff berths, and they again sit at the top of the Eastern Conference leaderboard, which means the East runs through our house and gives the Saints home ice advantage. Join the Saints as they look to defend Dubuque and earn their 6th Clark Cup championship. Check out the Saints playoff schedule online and get tickets at DubuqueFightingSaints.com or by calling the Saints office. Halos high and ring those cowbells. It's playoff season with your Dubuque Fighting Saints.
Right Height values and respects each individual employee as a primary asset. That's why we offer a flexible work-life balance, professional training, and education opportunities. Right Height also provides state-of-the-art climate-controlled work environments to keep our team happy and comfortable. Find out why so many current employees receive referral bonuses for recommending their family and friends to Right Height. Visit RITEHITE.com for more information.
Progressive Processing, a Hormel Foods company, is hiring great people across all shifts with new starting wages of $20.60 per hour to $25 per hour, with the potential to earn up to $27 per hour. The team at Progressive Processing takes pride in producing popular and trusted Hormel Foods products that are sold in grocery stores across the country. They provide industry-leading benefits, a culture of engagement, and a variety of schedule options. See their openings and find your perfect job today at ProgressiveProcessingJobs.com.
Rev up your excitement because Sunday Night Racing is back with a vengeance at the Dubuque County Fairgrounds Speedway. Feel the thrill of the track as we kick off the season opener Sunday, April 28th. Get ready for heart-stopping IMCA dirt track racing on Dubuque's lightning-fast 3/8 mile track. It's a battle of speed, skill, and pure adrenaline as drivers push the limits to earn the wave of the checkered flag. Grab your crew and experience the rush of Sunday Night Racing starting April 28th at the Dubuque County Fairgrounds Speedway. Learn more at dbqfairspeedway.com.
Since Yamaha introduced their first golf car in 1979, Harris Golf Cars has offered friendly sales and service at their family-owned and operated locations in Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Nebraska. Come see the wide selection of gas and electric golf cars, as well as Yamaha's complete line of products available for your golf, campground, lake home, neighborhood, and farm needs. Harris takes trade-ins of all brands, and their expert technicians are here to repair and maintain your golf cars. Harris Golf Cars, your destination for all golf car needs. In Dubuque by Hobby Lobby or online.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. The A in Chick-fil-A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the 4-day super sale, April 19th through the 22nd, and get 40% off paints and stains with prices starting at $26.69. That means 40% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 40% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Some people just know bundling with Allstate means big savings. Just like they know the right ingredient means big flavor. They know honey on pizza is where it's at. And olive oil on ice cream is the cherry on top. And they know when you bundle home and auto with Allstate, you can save up to 25%.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Back to your Dubuque Fighting Saints on Eagle 102.3, driven by Finnan Ford and Kia.
We're joined by Saints defenseman Jona Väisänen as the Saints open the playoffs this weekend. Jona, power play has been great all season long. What is it that you guys have to make sure you keep doing to make it as successful in the playoffs?
I think we just got to stick to our plan. We've got a great group of guys in that unit. Just stick to our tactics, and I think it'll work really well.
Yourself and a lot of the defensemen on the team are very aggressive offensively. How do you guys still keep that in your game but manage the risk in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, same as the power play. I think we just stick to that game plan and don't really change anything. So I think that's going to be a big part of the playoffs too, that just play our own game.
Preparing for the playoffs, more minutes, maybe longer games and with overtime and everything. How do you guys make sure you're physically prepared for those?
Yeah, we had a really good week so far of practice-wise, so I think that's going to help a lot too. And I think we're all ready for the playoffs, and I think that'll work really well.
All right, Jona Väisänen anchoring the Saints' top pair in the playoffs.
It's playoff season, Dubuque. The hunt for a sixth Clark Cup is on for your Fighting Saints. The Saints have had 13 consecutive playoff berths, and they again sit at the top of the Eastern Conference leaderboard, which means the East runs through our house and gives the Saints home ice advantage. Join the Saints as they look to defend Dubuque and earn their sixth Clark Cup championship. Check out the Saints playoff schedule online and get tickets at DubuqueFightingSaints.com or by calling the Saints office. Halos high and ring those cowbells. It's playoff season with your Dubuque Fighting Saints.
Are you ready to score big in your career? Join the winning team at Michelin in Piasta. Michelin is hiring and looking for talented individuals to join their squad. Don't miss your shot at great benefits, advancement opportunities, and a team that feels like family. Positions starting at over $20 an hour and benefits on day one. Take the shot and score your dream job at Michelin in Piasta today. Visit jobs.michelinman.com and join Michelin in Piasta, helping you reach your goals and driving your career forward.
Hey, I'm the Crawford guy.
Ooh, do you guys always speak at the same time?
Sorry, I'll go first. You know, if you need help with your heating or air conditioning or plumbing, Crawford Company can solve your problem.
But what about your problem?
What problem?
Do you not hear yourselves? Take it from me, the Crawford lady.
And me, the Crawford guy.
Crawford is the comfort company.
Visit CrawfordNorth.com.
WinStar Lines is a family-owned and operated local Dubuque charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 8 Midwestern hubs and a varied fleet, including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and vans, we are able to accommodate any group, large or small, to any destination near or far. With over 20 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group's transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers. Go WinStar.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and the little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests pay for their testimonials.
Looking to book a getaway for your family, friends, travel group, or student class trip? Tri-State Travel handles everything, including round-trip transportation on one of their very own deluxe motor coaches with our new luxury coach options, in-person consultation, airfare, hotel accommodations, admissions, sporting events, performances, online booking, travel protection insurance, and much more. Call Tri-State Travel at 800-779-4869 or go to tristatetravel.com and start planning today. Know that your travel agency is also rolling up to greet you at your front doors.
It's playoff season, Dubuque. The hunt for a sixth Clark Cup is on for your Fighting Saints. The Saints have had 13 consecutive playoff berths, and they again sit at the top of the Eastern Conference leaderboard, which means the East runs through our house and gives the Saints home ice advantage. Join the Saints as they look to defend Dubuque and earn their sixth Clark Cup championship. This is another season for the history books, and you should be a part of it. Want to be a part of the action next year, too? Join 563 Nation and become a season ticket holder. Dubuque Fighting Saints 563 Nation is packed with benefits, like significant savings over single game pricing, exclusive discounts, guaranteed same-seat location, and so much more. Call the Saints office today to learn more. From center ice to on the glass and from goal to goal, there's no bad seat in our house. Get your tickets at DubuqueFightingSaints.com and be a part of the action. Halos high and ring those cowbells. It's playoff season with your Dubuque Fighting Saints.
Beaming from the BK Diesel Eagles Nest from KXGE Dubuque. This is the Tri-State's classic rock station and home to your Dubuque Fighting Saints. Eagle 102.3, a Town Square media station.
Fighting Saints leading 4-0 after 40 minutes of play. Tonight, they'll start the third with a minute 14 of power play time, and the Saints just took control from the get-go tonight. 105 in, Uri Pekar-Cheeks first to the playoffs. The Saints first to the playoffs after being shut out in Game 1, and Dubuque just in control ever since. Two more in the first, Hendrickson and St. Louis, then Jaden Jubenville from Giuliani and Teddy Merrill. 4:26 into the second as the Saints up 4-0. Kevin Radler, he's been great tonight. 13 for 13, including a couple big ones to keep Youngstown off the board. Again, the only other game tonight in the USHL was Muskegon and Green Bay, and that series is headed back to Green Bay. Even at 1, the Saints looking to finish off the third and do the same in this series. We'll have the third period of action in Dubuque coming up in just a few minutes.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and the little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, I'm the Crawford guy.
Ooh, do you guys always speak at the same time?
Sorry, I'll go first. You know, if you need help with your heating or air conditioning or plumbing, Crawford Company can solve your problem.
But what about your problem?
What problem?
Do you not hear yourselves? Take it from me, the Crawford lady.
And me, the Crawford guy.
Crawford is the comfort company.
Visit CrawfordNorth.com.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and the little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, I'm the Crawford guy.
Ooh, do you guys always speak at the same time?
Sorry, I'll go first. You know, if you need help with your heating or air conditioning or plumbing, Crawford Company can solve your problem.
But what about your problem?
What problem?
Do you not hear yourselves? Take it from me, the Crawford lady.
And me, the Crawford guy.
Crawford is the comfort company.
Visit CrawfordNorth.com.
Progressive Processing, a Hormel Foods company, is hiring great people across all shifts with new starting wages of $20.60 per hour to $25 per hour, with the potential to earn up to $27 per hour. The team at Progressive Processing takes pride in producing popular and trusted Hormel Foods products that are sold in grocery stores across the country. They provide industry-leading benefits, a culture of engagement, and a variety of schedule options. See their openings and find your perfect job today at ProgressiveProcessingJobs.com.
At Great Clips, we want you to feel good about getting a great haircut. That's why we created the Great Care Promise, our commitment to keeping everyone as safe as possible in the salon. From contactless online check-in and social distancing to rigorous sanitization and mask requirements at all Great Clips locations, we're doing more to keep our salons clean and comfortable. Check in online and get a Ready Next text when you're next. Great Clips, it's gonna be great. All salons are independently owned and operated. Contact your local salon for specific safety measures.
Since Yamaha introduced their first golf car in 1979, Harris Golf Cars has offered friendly sales and service at their family-owned and operated locations in Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Nebraska. Come see the wide selection of gas and electric golf cars, as well as Yamaha's complete line of products available for your golf, campground, lake home, neighborhood, and farm needs. Harris takes trade-ins of all brands, and their expert technicians are here to repair and maintain your golf cars. Harris Golf Cars, your destination for all golf car needs. In Dubuque by Hobby Lobby or online.
Let's party at a Dubuque Fighting Saints game. Book your next group outing with a Quick Start Party Corner at a Saints game. Bring up to 20 people to enjoy an exciting night of fun and hockey with an unbeatable view of all the action on the ice in your own reserved seating area. Quick Start Party Corners start at $500 with food and beverage options available. Party corners are perfect for corporate nights, birthdays, bachelorette parties, or a friend's night out. Get together, pack the house, and cheer on your Dubuque Fighting Saints. For more information, visit DubuqueFightingSaints.com.
WinStar Lines is a family-owned and operated local Dubuque charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 8 Midwestern hubs and a varied fleet, including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and vans, we are able to accommodate any group, large or small, to any destination near or far. With over 20 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group's transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers. Go WinStar.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
Don't want to miss any Fighting Saints action this season? Order a flex plan today. Starting at just 5 games, choose the games and seat location to witness the Saints fight for a 6th Clark Cup. Plans start at $9 per ticket. Visit DubuqueFightingSaints.com.
WinStar Lines is a family-owned and operated local Dubuque charter bus company that has been serving customers nationwide since 1995. With 8 Midwestern hubs and a varied fleet, including minibuses, motor coaches, sleeper buses, and vans, we are able to accommodate any group, large or small, to any destination near or far. With over 20 years in the travel and tourism industry, our reputation for superior safety, impeccable equipment, and unparalleled customer service makes us the right choice for your group's transportation needs. Now hiring full and part-time drivers. Go WinStar.
Progressive Processing, a Hormel Foods company, is hiring great people across all shifts with new starting wages of $20.60 per hour to $25 per hour, with the potential to earn up to $27 per hour. The team at Progressive Processing takes pride in producing popular and trusted Hormel Foods products that are sold in grocery stores across the country. They provide industry-leading benefits, a culture of engagement, and a variety of schedule options. See their openings and find your perfect job today at ProgressiveProcessingJobs.com.
Welcome back into I'm On Arena with the Fighting Saints leading 4-0 after 40 minutes of play here in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Saints dropped the opener of the series 2-0 last night on home ice. They bounce back tonight and lead 4-0 heading into the third period. Jim, I know it's so easy to focus on the offense getting back on track, but as a whole in these two games, the Saints have really not given much to Youngstown offensively, and they've only allowed 13 shots through 2 periods, and Kevin Rayler has been really good.
He has. He has faced a few grade A chances, especially in that first period, and this could very easily be a 4-2 hockey game, but he's come up with some big saves when he needed them. I thought he was really good last night, too. But the defense has done a nice job of, taking away those second chance opportunities, sweeping the puck away, and Youngstown really hasn't had those second effort goals that you need in the playoff time.
Well, the Saints are opening the third period with 1:14 of power play time. They win the draw and start forward left to right. Sondriel into the offensive zone, kicks toward Reeder, and he'll backhand across ice to the left wing. 1 for 3 so far tonight on the power play. Saints on the left side. The shot by Pekarczyk is up top and gloved by Wright. 55 to go on the power play. 20 seconds into the third, and a 4-0 Saints lead.
Big opportunity for the Fighting Saints. I still think the Phantoms are in this game. They're capable of scoring 4 goals in a period, so they're still in this game. Fighting Saints can get that 5th one. It's going to be awfully tough for the Phantoms to come back.
Saints win the draw. Offensive end on the power play. 50 to go. St. Louis right wing boards on the half wall to the point for Väisänen. He'll shoot through traffic, tipped wide, bounces back to the front. They jab it on, and Wright able to hold on with the glove. His feet were in the net. They were holding his hands forward out of the cage. The only thing keeping him out from fully being in the net is skates against the back of the cage. He was able to cover up, and some pushing and shoving after the whistle, as has been the case at just about every whistle so far in this contest. 32 seconds into the third, 43 left on the Saints power play, and 4-0 Dubuque lead.
A lot of times you see in a regular season game, this kind of nonsense goes on. You take guys off, and it stops it. You know, you don't have to worry about it the rest of the way. But in the playoffs, they're a little bit more loose in what they call both ways. And, you know, that's why you have all these little scrums after the whistle.
The Saints still have 43 left on this power play chance. And it's a playoff series. These teams don't like each other. And I don't think they really liked each other before this series even started. So it's going to get chippy at times. The Saints can't win the draw. It's cleared down the ice. Dubuque back forward, left to right. Sondral into the zone. Drops back to Visenen, all alone on the blue line. Feeds to the left point for Pekar Cheek. 25 on the power play. First minute of the third. The pass down towards Sondral in the slot, though, off his skate and cleared back down. 15 to go on the power play. Visenen back in his own end. A minute into the third. Saints left to right. One last rush on the power play, but it pops up into the Youngstown bench, and Colin Wynn, the backup goaltender, gloves that one, holding on. 8 seconds left on the power play, and the faceoff will be in the neutral zone. 1:06 into the third. The Saints on top, 4-0. Teddy Merrill, Giuliani, and Romeo out for this draw. Saints kind of getting this energy line out with the power play about to come to a close. Patilla standing in the box, 8 seconds to serve. Merrill and Rusinski will take the draw. And Merrill wins. In the neutral zone, Seamus on the left wing. Far boards into the offensive end. He'll shift it in back. Wilson will pick up behind the net as Patilla gets out of the box. Rusinski tries to spring it toward him, and Jubenville just blocks that one at the neutral zone, but he couldn't hold on to it, and it's dumped in. Burchill chases. Powell knocks that away. Merrill up the wall, and Giuliani spins across ice. Romeo holds on and backhands towards center. It's poked forward by Teddy, but picked up at the Youngstown line by the Phantoms. Hanrahan on the right wing. His outlet out of the reach of Rusinski to the side of the net. He's able to gather on the corner wall in the Saints end. Up to Morin on the wall at the circles. His shot over the bar. Back up the near wall. Lewis just about 2 minutes into the third. A 4-0 Saints lead. He'll go into the corner. The Saints pick that off. Giuliani tips it ahead. And then it's turned back toward the Saints end. Lewis gloves down. Cross-ice feed blocked by Dubuque. Banked ahead by Seamus. And Romeo takes a big hit. And gets the puck in deep, but he's limping off the ice toward the Saints bench. Youngstown right to left. Osborne into the Saints end. Rusinski to the boards. Lewis couldn't get there, but the Saints turn it over. Rusinski peels back in the corner. Up to the top. Osborne on the right wing. It goes down low. He'll feed toward the front. It goes all the way through up to the top of the zone. Strathman kept it in. Hammers it in behind, and Scott settles for the Saints. 2:40 into the third. Saints on top, 4-0. 3 goals in the first. They added 1 in the second. And the puck played with a high stick by Youngstown. So the face-off will come back into the Phantom zone. 2:44 in third period. Saints on top, 4-0. Romeo, a conversation on the bench with Nicole Vogel. He kind of reached down toward his leg when he took that hit.
It was kind of a blind. He didn't see it coming. It was kind of a blind side hit, and it, just as he was turning, he got clipped. So looks like he's okay, just a little bit dinged up maybe, and certainly not going back to the dressing room, so he must be feeling okay.
I think he's trying to feel it out on the bench. Saints in the offensive zone after the high sticking, and they win the draw, but it's taken back to center by Jardine. Right to left, Botterill into the Saints end. His feed to the high slot. Jardine turns, fires, saved by Radler. He shrugged it down to the slot. The Saints found it, and Hendrickson skates forward. 3 minutes in to the third. Saints up 4-0. Paulson on the left wing. His shot goes wide. And I think Radler had a problem with his mask down the other end, so the whistle blew. And they're going to check on Radler's mask. 3:11 into the third. Not the greatest timing for Kevin's mask to pop off.
I didn't see. Did he get it run, or did he Did he get
Not quite sure
clipped or something?
I think the strap might have popped off, just saving that shot or taking some contact. The puck will be dropped in the neutral zone. 3:11 into the third, and a 4-0 Saints lead. Pekarchik spilled into the zone, but the Saints able to pick it up. Hendrickson tries to twirl it in front, but that was blocked. Then Caleb Dick in from the point, keeps it in. Down the wall for Hendrickson behind the net. He shuffles to the corner, back up top for Caleb. Onto the left wing for Lucas St. Louis. His pass in toward the slot, tipped to the corner. The Saints pick back up. Pekarchik in the corner. Paulson was upended, and he's a little bit slow getting up as the puck goes back to center ice. Dumped in to the Youngstown end, and icing is called against the Saints. Paulson headed to the bench in some pain, and the Saints are kind of taking a beating here in the third period so far. 3:46 in, 4-0 Dubuque.
That's Youngstown's, again, that's their style. They're going to play physical. They're going to try to beat you up. And maybe if this game they're not possibly going to win this game, they want to send a message for the rest of the series that it's going to be physical and you're going to have to work and earn everything you get.
Saints back in their own zone. Win the draw. Pekarchik ahead. Cross ice. Hendrickson rumbles into the zone. Feeds back across. It was tipped away before Pekarchik could get there on the back door, and it is picked up by Patilla. 4 minutes into the third. The Saints on top, 4-0. It's picked up by Caleb Dick in behind his own net as Youngstown dumped in, and Dick will just hold on there, take some pressure from Veronin, and then skate up the right side. Out to center, across the red line, swings across ice. Sandro head his team into the zone. His rip goes wide off the end wall and picked back up by Smith. Quickly to center, Young takes it at his own blue line and then outlets to Veronin. Cross ice into the Saints end. He tries to feed Pittner back to Veronin, and shot saved by Radler. He's able to get it with the shoulder, and the Saints will pick up, move back to center. Noah Powell tips in deep, and Pittner will play it to the corner wall. The Saints intercept there. Reeder hit. Sondrel back down low toward Reeder. Tried to dive in front to get the pass across, and then he was taken down by Strathman after the play. There was a penalty called on Reeder originally going down, and then as he was trying to get up, Strathman pushed him back to the ice. Strathman being escorted to the box. 4:45 into the third. 4-0 Saints. Strathman, I think, was getting the original call too. We'll see if there's anything extra for the second shove after the whistle. 2 minutes for slashing, and that's all it is. So the Saints will get another power play. They have 4 chances so far tonight. They scored on 1. They were 0 for 5 last night, and a 4-0 lead. Here, 4:45 into the third, looking to extend the lead again.
Strathman's been playing on the edge pretty much all night long, and again, that's a penalty that the Youngstown Phantoms can't really afford if they still want to have a chance to get in this game. Another power play game, and this game would be over.
Saints win the draw. Paulson was shaken up on the last shift. He's out to start the power play. Hendricks inside of the net, stuffs it in front. It was blocked and cleared by Youngstown. 5 minutes in, third period. Saints on top, 4-0. They have 1:40 left on their 5th power play of the night. 1 for 4 so far. Hendrickson left wing into the zone, drops the Cornforth, and he will hold on bottom of the circle. Shields the puck and bounces it to the point. It hopped over Seamus's stick. He'll feed back ahead to Gavin, and in the neutral zone, he'll peel back to try and start into the zone. He's forced backward, able to fist it to the left wing. Hendrickson couldn't get in the zone, though. Back to center. Saints pick up 5.5 into the third, 1:14 on the power play. Seamus into the zone, stops just inside the line, feeds to the right wing for Paulson, and he goes back up top. Seamus to the left wing for Cornforth up top. Seamus, the one-time blast, and it was shouldered away by Wright. In behind the net, the Saints find the puck. Cornforth to the point, Seamus on the left side, halfway through the power play. Near wall for Paulson to the near corner. It is Hendrickson who had the puck off his stick, and then Paulson tried to flag down the clear, but couldn't hold on to it. Saints quickly back ahead, left to right. Noah stands into the zone, and his cross-ice feed is tipped up and out of play. 6:08 into the third. 38 seconds left on the power play. 4-0 Saints lead, and they will have a draw in the offensive zone.
Guide right in front of our booth. Great hands.
That was the closest we've come all year to a puck coming in here. I was ready to go.
I couldn't tell. I was ducking under the table.
I had my arm out. I would have made the play. Came back down in the playoffs, Jim.
I'm glad you got my back up in the booth here.
I got you. We're a team up here.
You got quicker reflexes than I do. At least I'm counting.
We haven't really tested that.
At least I'm counting.
Saints win the draw. Pekarchik quickly the snapshot shrugged away again by Wright. Puck in the corner. St. Louis holds on, and the Saints on the power play for another 30. St. Louis across the front of the net. It was tipped away from Reeder. Back up top. Pekarchik to Vizinen. Center point. Right wing. St. Louis settles the pass. Holds on. Works to the top for Vizinen. Holding on the right point, he goes to the left side. Pekarchik looks to the right, feeds down the left wing to the side of the net. Reeder back up top, the blast! It was blocked by Hanrahan. It stung him. He's crumpling to the ice. He's trying to get up halfway on one leg. Pekarchik left side, back through the seam to the right. 2 on the power play. Strathman out of the box. The Saints hold on in the offensive zone to the right. Sondriel hammers in front. He scores! He just stuffed it to the front from a hard angle, and it bounced past right. It's 5-0 Saints. Sondriel on the board, and the Saints are up 5-0. Jake, at the end of the regular season, it was a bit of a struggle for him. He didn't have points in the last 6 games. That's the longest streak of his career. Oh, he got the puck to the net, and good things happen tonight. It's happened a lot. 5-0 Saints. 13:08 to go in the third.
Yeah, right. Who was so good last night with the shutout. Just played phenomenal last night. I'm sure that's a goal he's going to want to have back, and that's going to end his night as well. But that's a goal that he's going to want to have back. Sondriel just shot it from along the goal line. You don't expect that to go in. I don't know if it hit his skate or if it went in off his stick, but that's a huge goal for Jake Sondriel. Now you got a 5-goal cushion with 13:08 to go. You're sitting pretty good if you're the Fighting Saints.
Wright is pulled for the second time in this postseason. He was taken out of game 1 against Madison. Made 10 saves on 16 shots. Wynn came in, made 8 saves on 8 shots in relief. Wynn steps into the Youngstown net. The Saints on top 5-0 with 13 left in regulation. It won't count as a power play goal, but it was just after the power play ended. Saints tip it left to right into the offensive end. Jake Sondriel, that's a big one for him to get on the board here in the playoffs. 12:45 to play. The Saints tip it into the offensive zone. Jardine will hold on. St. Louis picks up an assist. That's the only one. Giuliani picks up in the offensive zone, goes down the boards, but is sealed off. Rinaldo will skate to center. Up the right wing, 12:28 left in this third period, and the Saints on top 5-0 here in game 2, looking to even this series at 1. Teddy Merrill left to right to center on the left wing. Giuliani on the backhand dumps in. Saints will peel back on a change, and Youngstown picks up in behind its own key. Osborne towards center. It's picked up by Rusinski and into the Saints end. Right wing holds on, bottom of the zone, feeds to the circle for Morin. He'll go up top to Wilson on the left side. Frank steps up to him, tips it away, and he'll skate forward. He's upended, able to get the puck across ice to Barron. Into the zone, cornfield. Back to the right wing, and Frank had it tipped away. At the point, Malbuff in from the top is shot with Barron in front, and Wynn saw it all the way and gloved it. That's the first shot he's faced. With a screen in front, he makes the stop. But the Saints on top 5-0 with 11:44 to play. The captain on the board in the playoffs, and the Saints are in control here in the third.
Finnin. You're winning with Finnin. When you drive away in a Finnin car, you're winning with Finnin. If you're always treated like a superstar, you're winning with Finnin. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finnin, you're winning with Finnin. Finnin.
Fighting Saints and the Youngstown Phantoms shift over to Youngstown for games 3, and it looks like there will be a game 4 here in this series. It's Tuesday and Wednesday, 6:05 Central Time. You can get that game here at the arena for a watch party. The Saints also have their red jerseys on sale on an auction now via Dash. It's open until next Sunday at 10 p.m. That's the 28th at 10 p.m. Go on Dash. You can bid on the Saints red jerseys and helmets from this season. Saints have the puck dumped in to the Dubuque end to the left. 11.5 to go in the third, and the Saints on top 5-0 here in game 2. Steubenville scored the 4th goal tonight for the Saints. His outlet behind Frank, and it's banked into the Youngstown end. To center, Rusinski stripped. Frank skates forward into the zone. Drops back to Barron. He'll go back down low. Frank dangles around behind the net, tries to wrap around, stuffed it at the side, and it never got to win. Youngstown tipped it out to center. 11 minutes to go in the third. The Saints ahead 5-0. 3 goals in the first, and the Saints in control ever since. Scored twice in the first 4:10. Dubuque left to right, picking up in center. On the far wing, it's St. Louis. Holds on into the zone. His cross-ice feed never got to a teammate. It's Serrato speeding to center into the Saints end. Right wing feed Lewis back in front. Tipped on by Serrato. It went just wide. Radler reached the left hand out. He may have tipped it with his glove. Oh, no, he's going to give the post a little pat, thanking the post. It hit iron, and the Saints iced the puck right after. All you got to do is look at the goalie to find out if he got a piece or if it was the post.
Goalie's best friend. At least he doesn't kiss it like, who was that?
Marc-Andre Fleury.
Marc-Andre Fleury, yeah. Well, I know Patrick Waugh used to talk to his goalposts. And
Patrick Waugh, I think, is a different breed than most people.
Well, most goaltenders are a little different breed than most people. Let's be honest.
Saints can't win the draw. The shot in from the point off Radler's mask. It bounces down in front. It's stuffed back on, and then he makes the stop, and he's run a little bit. He got a skate to his pad, and the Saints take exception to that. It was Serrato who was skating in right at Radler.
He's going to get it, too. Serrato's going to go. It was almost kind of a blatant, way too late. It wasn't an incidental. That might be a 10. Why did he give him a 10 there? Being escorted to the box, and he gives Radler another shot. Right?
Well, it's a playoff series, Jim.
Yeah, but you're
getting all the extracurriculars tonight.
And he goes palms up. It was way after the whistle. I mean, you can see if you're jostling around and it's before the whistle, but this was way after the whistle that he took a shot.
The Saints 1 for 5 so far on the power play, getting a 6th chance here with 10:19 to play. It's 5-0 Saints. And again, this Youngstown team, the most penalized team in the USHL in the regular season. And the Saints had 5 power plays in game 1. This is their 6th tonight. They were unable to convert in game 1, but tonight they have one, and they have some of the 4th liners out for this power play. Frank on the right wing tries to go down low, has Romeo's side of the net, hammers it in front, goes all the way across. It's Merrill, Fisher, Scott, Frank, Giuliani, and Romeo for this power play. Left wing blasted by Merrill. It goes wide of the net. 10 minutes to go in regulation, 140 on the power play. Up to the circle, Giuliani's one-timer hit the side of the net and then bounced up and out of play. 9:57 left in the third. 5-0 Saints, 1:38 on the power play.
I like this, giving these guys a reward. They've played really well both games tonight, and they deserve an opportunity to go on the power play and get their cookies.
Absolutely deserved, and everyone likes their cookies. So the Saints,
cookies on the bus tonight?
We'll see. I don't know what's in store. The Saints win the draw. Scott holds on the point for Frank. Down the near wall, Romeo, good to see him back out there after getting banged up a couple minutes ago. He skates up to the circle, and then his snapshot saved by Wynn, and some more pushing and shoving at the end of the play here. 9:45 left in the third. Saints up 5-zip. 126 on the penalty to Serrato for slashing. And a power play for the Saints. Merrill taking the draw. Teddy against Rinaldo for Youngstown. It's swept to the wall. Burchill skates forward and out to center. He'll chip it down, and Fisher Scott goes back for it. He'll settle in behind the net. Burchill still right on him, and Scott cuts away from him, and will start forward. Left to right, 9.5 to go in regulation. Frank, right wing, into the offensive zone. Skates to the corner, plays back up top. Scott takes it off the wall. Works his way back down the boards. Bottom of the circle. He steps into the bottom of the ring, and he rips it. It was blocked up and out of play. Behind Wynn. Halfway through the power play. 9:19 to go in the third, and a 5-0 Saints lead. They'll change power play units, and this is the usual unit the Saints will use. Paulson, Hendrickson, Powell, Noah, and Seamus out there, and then Cornforth as well. Noah taking the draw against Rusinski, and the Saints can't win it. It's clipped out to center, just barely, but Cornforth will go back for it. 55 on the power play, 9-10 in the third, 5-0 Saints. They start forward, but Paulson was stripped as he got into the zone, and it's played all the way down. Radler will settle at the circles and then go behind the net, and the Saints will start forward. On the power play for another 35. Noah dances into the zone. He's upended, and he can't hold on to the puck, so it goes out to center. Seamus back for it. He'll backhand forward. It bounces around in the neutral zone. Picked up by Osborne, right to left, into the Saints' end, short-handed, and then he'll just knock it in deep and peel back. 20 seconds left on the power play for the Saints. They turn it over. Patilla in the Saints' end. High slot is snapped. Tipped away with the glove by Radler. Hard angle on the rebound, and he sealed that off at the post, and the Saints will clear ahead to center. Saints left to right into the offensive zone. Powell turned around off the puck, and it goes in deep toward the front. Seamus curls, drags, looking for a shooting lane, feeds back in front. He scores! He stuck it by Wynn. It's 6-0 Saints. 8:16 to go in the third. It's not a power play goal, but it is Seamus' first of the playoffs. And the Saints have scored 6 tonight against the Phantoms.
Well, you look at the Fighting Saints, I think they're going to go down as 1 for 6 on the power play, but they've had 2 goals that have come within a couple seconds after those power plays have expired. Really, the Youngstown player didn't have a chance to get out of the penalty box, so you can't officially call them power play goals, but you'll take them as power play goals because they came with a man advantage, and Youngstown really scrambling to get the guy back on the ice.
What's more Saints this year than scoring 6 and having 6 different goal scorers? They've been able to score up and down the lineup all year long. Kurt McDonald told us before the playoffs he thinks that's one of the best character traits of this team. And 6-0, the Saints lead with 6 different scores tonight. Puck in center. The Saints pick it up, and Reeder will go back in his own net. 7:45 left in this contest. The Saints on top 6-0. Kalen Dick is charged to the ice, and Hanrahan is on top of him. Then Pekar-Cheek and Hanrahan are pushing each other to the ice. Dick was still kind of stuck down there under that scrum. Serrato wants to go with Reeder, but Reeder's not buying it. And there probably will be some penalties here. 7:36 to go in the third. 6-0. Saints lead.
Now this is where, in my opinion, I think this is where you start handing out 10s. You hand out 10s, it's like going in timeout. I know whenever I got a timeout, I was much better prepared to behave the next time.
You didn't like being in timeout?
I didn't like being in timeout. Take away my cookies, put me in timeout. It's never good. They're much better behaved the next time around.
Well, it appears that Caleb Nick is the only one headed to the box here. Which, he took the hit and then was shoved back to the ice. I think we might take a break here too, Jim. Yep. All right. Well, I think the Saints are headed to the kill. They lead 6-0. And we'll have it for you when we come back. 7:36 to go in the third here in Game 2.
Finning. You're winning with Finning. When you drive away in a Finning car, you're winning with Finning. And you're always treated like a superstar. You're winning with Finning. We take pride in customer loyalty. We're leaders in the community. So come on down and you will see. Finning. You're winning with Finning. Finning.
Tonight's broadcast on Eagle 102.3 is presented by Michelin in Piasta. Caleb Nick is sitting in the penalty box right now for 2 minutes, 7:36 left in this third period. The Saints are on top, 6-0, and they're going to head to the kill. It's Caleb Nick for roughing, and it's the fourth power play of the night for Youngstown. They'll start in the Saints end of the left. Saints with a 6-0 lead starting this Crawford North PK. Sondrial wins the draw. The Saints clear. Reeder chases after it with Osborne into the Youngstown end. It's picked up and Jardine will hold on. For Youngstown, 7:24 to go here in the third. Saints ahead, 6-0. It's Youngstown right to left into the Saints end and picked up on the circles. Loose in the slot. Scott finds, and he'll clear down the ice. 30 seconds killed on the power play. 7:05 to go in the third. Saints in control here in Game 2, up 6-0. It's Rusinski right to left. It's tipped through center. Jardine will play it in deep and all the way in back for Scott to go behind the Saints net. He knocks free, and Paulson will clear. 6:45 to go in the third. 1:08 on the power play for Youngstown. Wynn will settle behind the net, and we'll leave it there for Osborne to start ahead. Halfway through the kill for the Saints. Right to left, Jaharo weaves into the Saints end. Right wing feed, Rinaldo. Banks back in behind the net. Jaharo in from the point, holds on there. Looks up the near wall for Jardine on the left wing. He'll back into the point across the blue line. Machu there to keep in, but Noah knocks to center, and then he shields the puck in ahead. Past Jaharo, he's wrapped up, and that will be a penalty. Noah wants to go, and he will go with Jaharo. Noah throwing punches, rights at Jaharo, and they go down. The Saints with 6:01 left in the third, a 6-0 lead. And Noah, after getting a little bit cut up earlier, he's going to head to the dressing room for the rest of the night.
I think Jaharo's going to need a new helmet after spiking it on in the hallway there.
Well,
fortunately for both these guys, the fight came. If you fight with less than 5 minutes to go, you face suspension. So they got that just under the wire. But boy, Noah, I think we've said many times, he's a big, strong kid. You're not going to out-muscle him at any time in a fight or anything like that. And I think he's been kind of tired of getting a lot of the extracurricular business that he's faced all series long, and he certainly took out his frustration on Jaharo.
Jaharo tackled him. Basically tackled.
I mean, I don't know if you could ask for a more blatant penalty. I don't know how you can argue this. Strathman's trying to argue that was not a penalty. I mean, he did shield him off at first, but as the play progressed, he basically took him and just grabbed him and threw him down, tackled him. Someone must have been leaking a little bit there.
I think Noah reopened his cut from earlier. DeHaro may have gotten some too. Noah landed a couple of punches on DeHaro, and they're scraping up some blood here in the Youngstown end. So we're going to have a bit of a wait here before this power play starts. Or it'll be 4-on-4 for 26 seconds before Caleb Dick gets out of the box. And the Saints will head to the power play after that. 6:01 left in regulation time. 6 Dubuque Screw Product goals tonight for the Saints. And after being shut out a night ago in game 1.
And again, Noah Powell is easily the strongest guy on the Fighting Saints team, maybe one of the stronger guys in the USHL, and you're not gonna out-muscle him at any point. And again, I think when you get him a little agitated, it just adds fuel to his fire. And he's a guy who's not going to back down, and he's gonna give as much as he gets.
Well, the Saints are going to get a power play out of it, but they won't have Noah for it for the rest of regulation here. Sondriel will take the face-off to start the 4-on-4. It's going to be 26 seconds long. Reeder takes a hit, and he and Morin are jawing, and then Morin cross-checks Reeder, who just stood there. And Youngstown is trying to go after the Saints here. Morin's getting called for the cross-check. Reeder just skates to the bench. He wasn't doing anything to try and take the cross-check, and Youngstown, a couple guys swatting at some Saints here.
Yeah, again, you start handing out 10s. You'll stop this right away. Again, Youngstown's in a situation, they're trying to send a message for the next 2 games over in Ohio, and obviously they're getting beat here 6-0. It's pretty much over. They're going to do whatever they can to try to send a message how the game's going to be played over in Ohio. So, again, it doesn't matter if it's 10-0 at this point.
So the Saints are going to be up 4-on-3 for 12 seconds, and then they'll have a 5-on-3 for about a minute 35. With a 6-0 lead, 5:48 to play. Teddy Merrill, Frank, Giuliani, and Fisher Scott out for the 4-on-3. It's Smith, Osborne, and Hanrahan for Youngstown. Face off near side to the right, won by Youngstown and then cleared. That probably will do it for the 4-on-3, and Caleb Dick will get out of the box in 5 seconds. The Saints will have a 2-man advantage after that. Dick is out. The Saints up 5-on-3. They're ahead 6-0 with 5.5 to go in regulation. Up 6-0. Here, Frank on the right side, blast toward the net. Romeo picks up the rebound side of the net, stuffs it back in front. It goes all the way through, and then back to center. 5.25 left in the third. 6-0. Saints lead. Scott ahead to Romeo, weaves into the zone. Feeds right side, Giuliani. Cross ice, it was tipped. Merrill picks up, and then his pass back was intercepted and cleared. A minute to go on the 5-on-3, and then just 15 seconds after that of power play time for the Saints. Left to right, it's Romeo into the offensive end with under 5 to play. 6-0 Saints. Frank right side to the side of the net. Romeo holds on, looking up top, and the pass tipped away. Frank tries to keep in, and he does, but then it was blocked by Rusinski out to center. He picks it up, dances to the Saints zone, and will avoid a hit. He'll cut to the circle, a shot wide of the net. Bounces back up the wall, and then Giuliani will leave it back for Scott to take over. 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 4:20 left in this third period. The Saints are ahead 6-0 here in game 2. Frank into the zone. Left wing feed for Romeo. Drops back. Seamus, the one-time blast. He healed it, and it's picked up by Rusinski. He'll skate out to center and dump into the Saints end. Radler punches it up and out of play behind. Not what he meant to do, but it goes out of play. A whistle with 12 seconds to go on the 5-on-4 power play as Youngstown got its first man back from the box. 4:01 to go in the third, and a 6-0 Saints lead.
Comfortably ahead for the Fighting Saints now. Just a matter of play to survive these last 4:01 and, get out of here with a comfortable win and not engage in any of that extracurricular garbage.
Saints knock the puck to center, and it goes back into the Youngstown end. 5 seconds left on the power play. It goes all the way back down, and the Saints will pick up behind the net. Seamus starts forward, weaving ahead, out to center, and feeds to the left wing. Youngstown back to full strength. Andrew King tips in, leaves it in the corner. He's hit. Cornforth couldn't find the puck, and it's chipped up the wall. Malbuff in from the point, leaves it down low, and then it's swept up the wall by Ranallo. Turned out to center and back into the Saints end with 3.5 to play in the third. The Saints on top 6-0 here in game 2. The bounce back they were looking for in this one. They dropped game 1. They were shut out 2-0 last night on home ice. They scored early. They kept scoring, and they lead 6-0 here with just over 3 to play. King forces free in the offensive zone. It's picked up and then chipped to the neutral zone by Youngstown. St. Louis back for it. 3 minutes to play. King in center. He'll knock it in deep, and it goes in back for Osborne to pick up in his own end. Chips forward. Giuliani checked him, but he's able to outlet to Smith, and he'll rip up the right side. Jardine stopped at the Saints line. Romeo picks up into the offensive zone. Feeds to Giuliani. Back down low, off of the skate from St. Louis and into the corner. He couldn't quite hang on to the pass, but he does have it back. Leaves it in behind for Giuliani. His pass to the top was too hot for Merrill, and it goes all the way down the ice. 2.5 to go in this third period. The Saints lose it behind their net, and it goes back up to the point. Pittner, the shot tipped wide, bounces back up the wall. Wilson back down the boards. Smith holds on with 2:15 to play. Smith holding on across the Saints blue line. He'll knock it to the corner. Dick there will leave it in back for Jubenville. He settles, and he'll outlet, tipped by Romeo ahead. 2 minutes to play in the third. 6-0. Dubuque on top. Wilson right to left to Jardine on the far wing. He'll go cross ice for Ronan on the left side. He'll try to curl into the front. Dick blocked it with his stick and then picks it up. 1:45 to play. Saints hold on in their own end. Cross ice, Jubenville on the left side. Fans on the dump in, but it's a pass to Merrill, and he'll shoot, which is blocked. Loose in top of the zone, and it's tipped ahead. Kept in by Jubenville. He'll flutter it in to the corner. 90 seconds to go in the third period. The Saints leading game 2, 6-0. Youngstown picks up the outlet all the way down the ice, wide of Kevin Radler. Icing called with 1:21 to play. 6-0 Saints. And they're looking like they're going to head back to Youngstown, guaranteeing a game 4. And Jim, now this series looks like it'll be tied up, headed back to Ohio, and this is a dogfight now.
You're kind of going out on a limb saying this one's over.
It looks like it's over.
It does look like, yeah, and a great response, as you mentioned. They played so well the entire night from the opening face-off. I thought they were the better team, and score a couple minutes in, and they really were smooth sailing from there.
It only took 1:05 for Uri Pekarchik to start the party tonight. Saints have built the lead up to 6-0. A puck in center, fisted forward. Youngstown will hold on at its own end to the right. Right to left, tipped all the way down the ice, and the Saints will go back for it in the final minute of regulation time here in game 2. It's knocked to center. King lays a hit. Hanrahan will pick up at his own line, and then it goes into the Youngstown bench. And a whistle with 49.8 to go.
It is nice. We're seeing the after the whistle stuff kind of has been stopped, and that's good. I mean, this game's over. I think Youngstown sent its message loud and clear earlier that they're going to be physical and they're going to play this way when they get out to Youngstown. But now that this one's in the bag, I think it's good to see that not going overboard.
Merrill wins the draw in center. Saints go back to their own end and start forward, left to right. Merrill has it in the neutral zone. He'll chip it in as he takes a hit and gets the puck in deep. 33 seconds left in this one. Youngstown picks up right to left. Young will tip it across the Saints line. Dick settles and outlets for Giuliani. Cross ice, St. Louis, left to right. 20 seconds ago, he just chips it in. He'll chase it himself in back and picks it up in the corner. He's pinned to the wall. Hard angle shot along the boards by Giuliani. It goes wide all the way back to center. 10 seconds to go in game 2. Caleb Dick left wing off to the near wall, and the Saints will just hold on in their own end. The Saints stream off the bench. They surround Kevin Radler, who shuts out the Youngstown Phantoms in game 2. The Saints win 6-0, and they even up the series at 1 apiece.
I don't want to say Kevin Radler needed a bounce-back win because he was outstanding last night, but he's got to feel really good as well to come out of here with a shutout and, give his team a chance to win. He was tested earlier. I mean, it was, you look at the scoreboard, it's 6-0, and you think it was a runaway, but there were a couple opportunities there that Youngstown really had a chance to make this a hockey game, and he stood tall, and you can't ask for a better performance than he got tonight.
The Saints wanted a bounce back from last night's 2-0 shutout loss. How about a goal 105 in and a 6-0 win in game 2? The Saints even up this Eastern Conference semifinal series as they pump up the crowd here in Dubuque, and they head back to Ohio, level 1 apiece. And the Saints will be back on the ice on Tuesday night for game 3, looking to take the lead in this conference semifinal series. We'll step aside. We'll come back with the Exit Realty post-game show for a 6-0 Saints win in game 2. Stick with us here on the Saints Broadcast Network.
It's playoff season Dubuque. The hunt for a 6th Clark Cup is on for your Fighting Saints. The Saints have had 13 consecutive playoff berths, and they again sit at the top of the Eastern Conference leaderboard, which means the East runs through our house and gives the Saints home ice advantage. Join the Saints as they look to defend Dubuque and earn their 6th Clark Cup championship. This is another season for the history books, and you should be a part of it. Want to be a part of the action next year, too? Join 563 Nation and become a season ticket holder. Dubuque Fighting Saints 563 Nation is packed with benefits like significant savings over single game pricing, exclusive discounts, guaranteed same seat location, and so much more. Call the Saints office today to learn more. From center ice to on the glass and from goal to goal, there's no bad seat in our house. Get your tickets at DubuqueFightingSaints.com and be a part of the action. Halos high and ring those cowbells. It's playoff season with your Dubuque Fighting Saints.
Hey there, job seekers. Are you ready to break away from the competition and join a team that wants you to reach your goals and drive your career forward? Michelin in Piasta is recruiting top talent to join their roster, and they want you to apply. Whether you're new to the job market or a seasoned pro, Michelin offers a winning playbook with various positions starting over $20 per hour and benefits on day one. Don't sit in the penalty box of missed opportunities. Score big with Michelin in Piasta. Visit jobs.michelinman.com.
Calling all local and area businesses. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Then listen up, because we've got a power play opportunity for you with the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Picture this: your logo shining bright on the ice or in the Imon Arena, just like our star players. With the Dubuque Fighting Saints, you'll score big visibility with our dedicated fan base. From hat tricks to power plays, our team knows how to deliver thrilling moments, and we want your brand to be part of the action. Join our team roster of sponsors and be a part of a winning team with your Dubuque Fighting Saints.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Beaming from the BK Diesel Eagles Nest from KXGE This is the Tri-States Classic Rock Station and home to your Dubuque Fighting Saints. Eagle 102.3, a Town Square media station.
Welcome back into I'm On Arena. The Fighting Saints win it 6-0 and level this series at 1 as it heads back to Youngstown for games 3 and 4 on Tuesday and Wednesday. We welcome you into tonight's Exit Realty postgame show presented by Jared Levy. You can reach Jared, Jared, J-A-R-E-D at exitdubuque.com. Tonight's Eastern Conference semifinal 6-0 victory has been driven by Finnan Ford and Kia. Finn and Kia, awarded by Kia America in recognition of outstanding achievement and dedication to excellence, is the official vehicle of your Fighting Saints. You're winning with Finnan, and so are the Saints tonight. A huge response for the Fighting Saints after being shut out last night. 2-0. They bounce back. They score early. They score often. They win 6-0. Kevin Radler makes 19 saves in his first win of the playoffs, and it's a shutout for Kevin Radler. Tonight's I'm On Communications 3 stars of the game. The third star, Beckett Hendrickson, a goal and an assist for Hendy tonight. Paulson and Pekarchik continue to just be a great line together as the Saints' newest acquisition at the trade deadline has paid huge dividends so far for Dubuque. The second star, Uri Pekarchik, a goal and 2 assists, all in the first period for Uri. And tonight's number 1 star, talked about it already, 19 for 19, Kevin Radler, a shutout. And he helped the Saints level this series up at 1 apiece. Kevin Radler, all the saves he made in the regular season meant donations by Great Clips to the Veterans Freedom Center on Kerper Boulevard. And he made a lot of them in the regular season. He makes 19 tonight to shut out the Youngstown Phantoms. Great Clips. It's going to be great. During the regular season, when the Saints won the special teams battle, outshot their opponent and won the game, Progressive Processing and Hormel made donations to local food pantries throughout Dubuque. Tonight, the Saints did all 3 of those things, and they win it 6-0. Saints shut out last night, only shut out twice in the regular season. They bounce back tonight with 6 goals. All season long in the regular season, every goal the Saints scored meant Dubuque Screw Products to make a donation to youth hockey. And the Saints offense, resurgence tonight for them. And it was a big one for Dubuque. 6 goals, 6 different goal scorers for the Fighting Saints. And they get a big win to head back to Youngstown, all level 1 apiece. We will have all of that action in Youngstown for you on Tuesday night and Wednesday night, 6:05 Central Time. Puck drop will be on the air at 5:40 for those contests as the Saints look to take their first series lead on Tuesday night in Youngstown. We hope you are able to tune in. You can come down to the arena here at I'm On Arena and attend the watch parties for those games. The Saints in a playoff battle with the Youngstown Phantoms. It's been heated so far, and the Saints tonight bounce back with a 6-0 win and level the series at 1. Game 3 is up next, and we'll have it for you right here on the Saints Broadcast Network on Tuesday night from Youngstown. Until then, everybody, enjoy your Sunday night. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. The Saints win it 6-0. The series all knotted up at 1.
Are you ready to elevate your brand to legendary status? Then listen up, because the Dubuque Fighting Saints have an offer you can't afford to miss. Joining forces with the Saints means more than just getting your logo on the ice. It means becoming part of a rich history of community involvement, passionate fans, and championship glory. For years, the Dubuque Fighting Saints have been a cornerstone of this community, rallying fans young and old around the thrill of the game. And let's talk championships. With multiple Clark Cup and DePaco Cowbell Cup titles under their belt, the Saints aren't just contenders, they're proven winners, delivering heart-stopping moments on the ice year after year. When you partner with the Dubuque Fighting Saints, you're not just gaining brand visibility, you're joining a hockey family like no other. So whether you're a seasoned sponsor or a rookie looking to make your mark, now's the time to jump on board with the Dubuque Fighting Saints and become a sponsor. Call the Saints office or visit them online at DubuqueFightingSaints.com to learn more.
Are you looking
quarter, should be able to get there, and don't have to sweat out the fact that you laid -1.5 with the Indiana Pacers, which right now that'd be looking pretty rough to say the least. But that's the way that these playoffs go. Everyone does make a run, and we shall see if that run is going to be coming for the Indiana Pacers, and we shall see if there's going to be a run coming for many of these MLB teams as well. We've got ourselves just a nice slate of action in general for Monday. And how about if we take a look at what is darn near a pick 'em line right now? This is 967, 968 on the betting board. It is the Kansas City Royals. They play us the Toronto Blue Jays. Yusei Kikuchi is on the bump for the Jays, and Brady Singer hopes to have the the Toronto Blue Jays singing the blues as it gets the start for them. Anywhere between -105 to -110 is your number on really both of these teams. I think that you're able to get as good as -103 on the Royals, but this is essentially a pick 'em. Total on this game, you're going to be finding it in a lot of places at an 8, though I'm seeing 1 or 2 straight 8.5s out there as well. But circumstance where I've been very impressed by the Kansas City Royals, and I'm going to be willing to buy in. Set them as a -122 favorite. The Blue Jays were able to pick up their offense a little bit in that series at San Diego, but this has just not been the same Blue Jays team that we've seen in past years. As for the Blue Jays, yes, they are actually doing a pretty solid job in terms of their starting pitching, the bullpen pitching. Now that you've got